idea what my leveling is like. I'm just relying on Boom for that.
Yeah, we'll get into detail about that later. Just because I kind of want to get you more into the sessions and stuff.
But it's okay. At least now I have a cantrip that's actually, aside from Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, like a good, like a usable
Where'd my
one.
cards go?
It's a good choice too because since I have less hit points, I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage.
Yeah. Oh no, it's live now. See.
You have to wear though.
You probably have to leave the page and come back.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, and you're gonna have to mute it too.
Where's the volume?
The volumizer. Hi everybody.
Right
Boomberry Plays is back. We got another round of some D&D action for y'all.
Dying.
Nina's dying. Just hit the mute button.
I'm trying.
Oh,
there we go.
So, welcome back, everybody. Let's reintroduce everybody. I'm your DM, Boom. To my right, we got...
I'm waving, even though you can't see me.
She's waving.
I'm Maya, or Panda Plays.
Yeah. And she's playing...
Torin. The Dragonborn Sorcerer.
There we go. And then we got...
I'm Sarada. I don't have an online handle.
I'm not on the internet.
I do have an Etsy, yeah.
Plug your Etsy.
Plug your Etsy.
Okay, let's plug my Etsy.
Yeah.
Or actually use the Facebook because Etsy is being super skeevy right now.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah,
Tell me, text me the link you want. I can put the link on the
okay,
thing.
yeah. It's Red Peony Arts, all one thing.
One word.
Yep.
She makes skirts, and right now surgical masks.
I'm making
surgical masks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing some surgical masks.
Yeah.
And all kinds of fun stuff, and earrings and jewelry, and I have lots of earrings, and Nina has a couple skirts
and earrings.
Cross
And all the
pillows.
fun stuff.
Yeah, so I'm playing Viksha, who's a sort of it's a homebrew race.
Yeah, so you're technically you're ethnically a Kalia, but you're racially, or did I say that wrong? You're a Tabaxi, but you're a Kalia.
It's not showing her character. It's only showing mine.
Ah.
Also,
It's only showing two of the pictures.
So we should probably get the chat up in the
hang on.
corner so that way we can see when Adam starts harassing us.
Yes.
We love you, Adam.
But yes.
I might have to restart the stream.
Oh no! Okay.
But continue chatting it up.
I'm Pahoki. I am a raccoon creature, essentially.
She's a walking
Not at
bush.
all, but, you know.
She's a little trash goblin.
Little trash goblin. Who is a druid.
She is a swampy, muddy goblin.
Swamp goblin. Who is not a goblin, but is indeed a gnome.
Yes.
But that's not what we mean. I'm looking for... I need things.
Sorry, I'm like trying to fix some stuff.
Where is my current... Yeah, you fixed shit. I am
We're
looking
having technical
for...
difficulties.
Technical problems. Which is funny because I just checked this too.
Do you just not have the other one loaded in?
Well, the funny part is I have it set on slideshow for a
yes.
folder, but let's see what happens to that folder. It says... Oh.
What?
No? Hold up a second.
It's
all
in
in there.
Doesn't like it randomly.
It did that last time where it was only showing the two, like,
Yeah, it's only
profiles,
showing
not
like
the
two
third part.
pictures. Yeah.
Oh.
That's weird.
I wonder if it's just being a booty butt. Being a bums.
I mean, you can show more than two images at a time, right?
Yeah. The whole point of slideshow is that it shows it all.
'Cause I don't want it to just be my character. That looks very bad.
Yeah, it looks...
It's like, here, everyone, look at me!
Luke.
Nobody else is important.
Fade. Here, what if I did
Weird.
this?
So according to this, I had 70 gold, and then I got 2 silver plus 4 silver.
I mean, that sounds correct.
I know one of those was because I found silver and split it between the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some stuff and then we split the silver and I still have gold, silver, whatever. What was it?
Well, you start with some gold.
So there's the gold pieces, which is the GP.
Oh, I forgot to put the silver in
and then,
here.
Yeah, so you would have had 2 silver.
Okay, 2 silver.
Because
Because I'm like, I know I have like I have a lot of gold for being this low level. I got like 164.
I spent a good chunk of mine, so I like spent mine on a component pouch and things like that. So.
Oh, I should probably buy one of those. Currently, I have I have a handful of things, but some of them...
still have stuff.
Yeah, you still got stuff.
Get.
Trying to see.
Also, a chunk of my gold was converted into dragon scales.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
For some reason, yeah, your pictures...
Big character!
Your other characters, yeah, the other pictures aren't showing. That's so weird.
Are they a different file type?
That's what I'm trying to check right now.
Like,
Just my character all over right now.
hello, only
Look
Maya.
at the pretty dragon boy.
Dang. For now, I'm just gonna manually add that picture in, I guess.
Okay.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, because it would suck if we, like, added fan art and it did show it.
Yeah.
And by fan art, I mean...
It can't be fan art of your own stuff. Then it's just regular art. That's how it
Well,
works.
there's the background.
It is very pink. Salmon?
It's like
Salmon?
super pink.
Whatever.
I mixed... Yeah, it's a weird salmon mix. I mixed colors. There's a couple layers there.
That's cool.
Because I was trying to get the color to something that I thought...
Well, you can get my
good.
ear. My ear is in the picture. Oh.
Look, you can see the earrings.
Now she's staring.
No.
Why does it keep doing the thing? There we go.
Because fuck you, that's
Hey.
why.
It's me. The other guy.
Here we
These
go,
are the
Druidic
pictures I got done
focus.
before Krita decided to
Shit the
hate
bed.
me, yeah.
I'm gonna put that right there, and I'm gonna make this smaller. Put it right there.
Just plop right over
Look
his
at all that empty
fucking
space.
face.
It's all
There
good.
we go.
I don't know why it's
You
it's
can
being
probably
weird.
make Tor a little bit bigger and cover up the bottom of the panel. It's fine.
Oh no, it's fine. Well,
Okay.
empty space is kind of good to have.
It's fine.
It's good for us.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so last time.
Also, it's
On
kind of
Dragon
it's
Ball
your
Z.
characters are here, my
Yeah.
characters don't.
Yeah. Also,
After
can
you-
you turn the little chat bar on so we can...
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know how
That
to...
way when
I
Adam
don't know how to
assaults
do
us,
that
we'll
either.
know.
Okay, I was
that
like...
way when peeps show up.
I don't know how to do it.
There you go.
There we
Hey,
go.
there he is.
Hey!
It only
Etsy
matter
plug.
time.
Hey, Adam.
It's
Alright.
funny because that chat didn't show up on the other thing, so I didn't even know.
I didn't even know.
Yes, it
Yeah.
has already happened. Ah!
So, after your last triumphant defense of the halfling town of Ravencrest Hills,
Dun, dun, dun.
you guys basically just hung out in the tavern, ate some food, and managed to save 2 kobolds, I guess.
We took a sleepy
triumph for
sleep.
us. Yeah, you
And
guys
then
took a rest.
Scary things happen
Yeah.
in the morning.
But then, in the crack of dusk, a stranger showed up in town, riding a large wingless drake, and with a terrible roar, it awakens you. And now you guys are kind of like standing outside. So like, we're starting right afterwards. You guys are staring out the window. It's a cold, misty day, but like fog seems to obscure the very sun around you. The kobold.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You see the kobold on top. At first you didn't notice it, but this kobold has large draconic wings kind of sprouting from its back. It stands on top, and then this kobold's like a larger, more muscular kobold. It wields a terrible-looking, like gnarled spear that's the tip of which seems to drip with an ethereal green energy, and I mean like actually dripping, like
So it's a magic goo sword?
yeah, pretty much.
Gross.
Magic goose spear.
The kobold looks around. It's holding like in its left hand. It's holding like the saddle reins for the drake, and the drake seems like kind of it's in a little bit of agony as every time because as the kobold like turns around, it forces the drake to kind of follow, and the drake lets out growling whimpers like as it's turning around.
So the drake is not a consenting party.
No, it definitely does not look that way.
Cool.
Yeah. Before long, the kobold kind of rears his head back, kind of sniffing the air. You do see, I told you, if you guys remember last time, there are a handful of like halflings outside, and they're like frozen against the walls, like people are just trying not to move.
Yeah, like hiding in
Yeah,
alleyways.
exactly. You spot people alive. If you guys want to make any checks or anything like that, this guy's like probably like 120 feet away from you. Like you're overlooking where the marketplace is, and that's kind of where the drakeling is like kind of like trying to dig around. Sort of, it's trying to sniff around, but the kobold is now also sniffing in the air, looking around.
Okay.
Well, we know they're looking for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would definitely mention, I think this might be, what was his name? Skillick?
Skillick?
The leader?
This may be
Skillick.
Skillick.
It could be, yes, it could be Skillick. Yes.
This could be Skrillex. Yeah.
Skrillex the Kobold.
Pokey has little to no time to be stealthy, so kind of just runs up to the window and goes, "Pap!"
Yeah, you smack yourself against the window.
What? Mainly.
You know, the window pops open as you do so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you kind of like, you're looking out there. But as you kind of pop the window open, the cold, foggy air kind of comes in, and
Wait,
it
does
feels like...
Pokey hit the window hard enough to pop it open? Does she fall out?
She's because these are like, halfling installed windows, so, she's about halfling size, so she slams against it, and the window kind of like pops open. Like, it's meant to open up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not the window shatters
I was just
or
gonna
anything
be like,
that, yeah.
is Pokey hanging out the window now?
As
gotta
you
see
do
the
so,
dragon.
the icy, foggy air starts to creep its way in there, and you feel yourself kind of like in a weird chill. Like, everyone make a Constitution save
That's
really quick.
not good.
Yeah.
Is that the 20?
Yeah, that's the D20.
Natural 20!
Wow, okay, alright.
It's fine.
Alright.
Unaffected!
I got a 10.
And then you add your Constitution.
add to your Constitution
and my
modifier.
Constitution modifier. 13.
13, okay.
No, wait, no, sorry, that was a 10. I'm looking at the wrong number.
Roll.
11.
An 11 plus my...
Nicole never bothered him anyway.
You have what?
11.
Dude, I'm from the
Wow,
story
okay,
north.
you have 11? Okay.
I
So
didn't do
I
great.
have an 11 too.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Am I the only one who made it?
You shrug off this weird, like, uneasy ability. Like, okay, basically, you feel as if the cold itself was meant to dull your mind. It kind of puts you into a weird... Like, it's supposed to put you in trance, but you kind of shake it off for a second. You two, on the other hand, kind of like the fog rushes in so quickly that you're not even sure you can resist, and suddenly, like, if you can feel the ice go up your nostrils as you, like, breathe in, and then it almost paralyzes your mind for a moment. So you guys are both, like, kind of dazed right now. It's hard to focus.
Is that a stun, or is that...
Yeah, basically they're stunned.
They're
like,
stunned?
Yeah,
Oh.
you can see, like, as Pahokee, like, slams out, Pahokee's about to say something, but then Pahokee, like, kind of just gets frozen a little bit. And then the same with you. You're just like, so you're the only one who can move right now. Do you want to do anything?
Can I tell by looking at this kobold how likely it is to want to talk?
Make a you can make an investigation check, a perception check.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, where is my perception? Hang on. Sorry, 1 second. There it is. 20.
20. It doesn't look like he's here to talk to anybody. It looks like he's here hunting. Yeah, he's here hunting.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the window and kind of gently push Pahokee sideways a little bit.
All right. As you do so, you hang Pahokee's like, you can see Pahokee's like, you both can move, but it feels like you're both drowning in a way. Like it's like
we're like real fucking
yeah,
drunk.
it's like you guys are in a deep haze right now.
Can I ask with that perception roll? Is it just the kobold and the drake? Is there other kobolds?
I'll have you make another perception check for that one. Yeah, we'll have you do another
Not
one.
as good. 17.
All right, that's actually good enough. Yeah, it's just those two. So it's just those two. Yeah.
Okay. How far from the ground are we?
You guys are about, let's say, like,
we're on like the second story.
Yeah, you guys are probably like 40.
Would the fog
30
dissipate
feet
if
off?
we shut the window?
Because you guys are on the top floor. You guys are about probably 40, 50 feet up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The fog has covered the entire town. You can't even see some of the hills, like past maybe the mayor's house.
Okay. Well, I would definitely not feel like this is good at all. And thinking probably gonna end up having to fight this guy because he doesn't seem like he's here on a diplomatic mission. Sorry, how far up did you say we were? Like 40, 50?
Yeah, you guys are about 40, 50 feet from the ground, but he's like out in the marketplace. He's something like 200 feet from you.
So we're
or
not
so.
very-
Yeah, you're not really close to him.
So you
at
couldn't
all.
throw a rock.
Yeah, you couldn't throw a rock at him, and if you did, it would just land like 60 feet away.
Okay.
Like 60 feet from you.
Alright, I guess I'm going to shut the window, hoping that maybe it'll block out some of the mist and help these two recover.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna make my way downstairs.
Okay,
And out
so
again.
All right. So as you reach to shut the window, like you feel the cold immediately, from the outside. But then just as quickly, you hear like the kobold kind of like howl out. He cries out like, "Where is Skillick?" And then he stabs his drake, and you hear the creature like wince like horribly, and then it like roars, and then suddenly all the fog shoots right up into the where the drake and the kobold are, and they vanish. Just
No.
and suddenly the sky is like
Okay.
the sky is split, like it's normal again, like everything is normal again.
Marshmallow's looking for Skrillex.
No.
Okay, so that wasn't Skrillex.
No.
Yeah. So suddenly you kind of hear like a rabble, like people kind of like sort of like moving around again, like, and there's like a big rabble, like people are like, "Oh gosh, what just happened?" And then suddenly there's a bang, bang, bang at your door right now. But you guys are unstunned now.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna go, okay, well, haven't seen that before, and go and open the door.
All right. You are greeted by Mayor Windkeep, and on top of her, the two kobolds are like just climbing, and she's like, "Help me!" She like falls over, and the kobolds are like they're scrambling to get to your guys' feet.
Yeah.
They kind of like they scramble under like a table, but they're like very protective. Both of the kobolds are very scared.
Okay, so
They're terrified.
They're going under the table.
can I ask them
I'm
if they know like who that was and why he's looking for Skrillex?
Yeah. So you approach. Which one do you want to approach? There's Ka, the one you gave brain damage to, and then there's Brule, the other one.
Let's talk to Brule because I didn't traumatize Brule.
Good call. I would have given you disadvantage against Ka. Ka does not trust you. He is very frightened of you.
I said that makes sense. I said terrible things about his mom.
Yeah. So Brule is under like one of the beds, and he's just kind of like shaking. You can hear his claws kind of like scratching against the bottom of the wood.
Yeah.
And he's like. So as you approach,
Okay.
what do you say?
And
What
I
do you
say,
say?
oh dear. It's like, all right.
What do you say to this tiny lizard person?
Yeah.
who's just
I
like,
know.
To give you an idea, if you don't want to like role play it out fully, just tell me what kind of information you might want to gain
Okay.
from him, just to make it a little bit easier for you.
Yeah, because I was like, I'd be interested in finding out like if he knows who that was and why he's looking for Skrillex.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Let's have you roll a persuasion check,
Okay.
which is going to be your charisma modifier. So, and you probably have advantage. Do you have that as one of your skills?
Charisma?
Yeah.
persuasion?
Persuasion. Yeah.
Is there a check mark next to it?
Yeah. Is there a check mark next to it?
No, I have perception.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll and add your charisma modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
My charisma.
Or whatever the bonus is there, because I think you have jack of all trades.
Yeah, my persuasion modifier is higher than my charisma.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay, so 21.
Okay. You actually managed to calm him down a little bit. He mumbles something in Draconic to Ka, and Ka kind of like pulls himself out from behind like a dresser, and then Brule kind of like claws his way out, and he's like, that bad man, that very bad man. He called Vizian.
Vizian?
Vizian. He leader of Withermuck tribe. He says very shaky. He says, they come for our treasure. We protect it, but they come and they take it. They take it all. Make us run.
No.
Okay.
Is this treasure anything like the one that they think the hobbits have?
I'm gonna have you do a separate check if you want to inquire more about the treasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would...
Yeah. And any of you guys want to jump in, like I said, this is like a social interaction kind of thing. It's a skill check kind of thing.
Okay, so his name is Vizian, and they're from the Skeevy tribe.
Yes.
But what tribe again?
So
They call them the Withermuck tribe.
Did they... do they have anything to do with what you all were here looking for?
He nods his head, like kind of like treasure, great treasure, lifetimes and generations of tribe protect treasure, but then they come, they take. We try to fight, but they force us into swamps.
The other tribe did?
He nods like knowingly, yeah. He doesn't seem to like saying the name of the other tribe. He just keeps nodding and stuff.
Which one's? Where's the brain damage one?
He's okay. So Ka is now like kind of like fumbling around, like the dresser right now. He's just kind of like poking at things.
Yeah, that
But
sounds
he's there.
about right. Did he forget? If he's poking at stuff.
He might be like looking for something. He's like trying to grab for some water or something.
Okay.
Asking Brule.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, so were they forced out of their home then? Is that what they're saying? This other tribe came in?
That seems to be the implication, that at some point they were protecting some sort of treasure, and then they were forced out by this other tribe.
By this other tribe.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So
And this other tribe took the treasure?
They kind of like Brol gives Ka like a strange glance. Ka turns around and shakes his head.
Oh.
And then looks at you and then double shakes his head.
Okay. Well,
And then Brule says, "We can say only that much. You speak to Skillick. He talk."
all right. I was gonna say, I think we're back to the original plan then. Where
We
we
need to
and
go talk to Skillick.
Yeah. Mayor Windkeep is like exacerbated, and she's kind of like sitting in a chair, like drinking water. Ka keeps fingering at the water, trying to get it from her, and she's like, "So, am I to believe that you're all headed to the swamp?" You see the kobold is trying to get the water, but she's for some reason really resistant. It's her water right now.
is there like a whole jug of it?
Yeah, there is.
I take out my water skin and be like, Ka, do you need water?
He grabs it and he drinks.
Okay.
Like this one.
Can I have the water skin back?
Okay.
Is there still any water in it, or did you just chug
He
the whole
chugged it all, and actually he only chugged so much, like most of it just poured on him. He scurries over to Brule, and they're kind of huddled together now.
thing? Okay. Well, I think our guides have been a little traumatized. Maybe we should head out and talk to Skrillick. I don't think we're gonna get a lot more out of these two.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Or do,
All right.
'cause that was weird.
That was weird.
She finally you hear Mara Windkeep kind of like sit up. She like she straightens out her little like vest suit and then puts her jacket back on and like checks her pocket watch, clicks it a few times, then puts it back. She's headed to the swamp then. She
Looks
wanders
like it.
forward. He says, yes, that makes sense. We don't normally travel out to the swamp, so I can't help you much with that type of ordeal. But Benzie knows a bit about the swamp. She's our local wizard.
Yes.
She motions over to the like rickety tower that you might see in like past the window.
Yeah, I was going to say, perhaps we should stop in at the wizard's place on our way out.
Yeah, Benzie travels through the swamp a lot. She deals with the hags, make sure they don't attack us in our villages.
Yes, the two kobolds were very worried about those hags.
Yes.
I've heard about the swamp hags. I know.
She also
Pokey
straightens
nods.
it up and says,
Okay.
I'll warn you though, it is going to be quite a journey. The swamp is a distance out. I'd recommend you pick up some supplies for a bit of a travel. Also, be mindful that kobolds and drakes are found there, and she kind of like motions towards the other two kobolds, and I guess two groups of kobolds? I don't know. They all look the same to me. And admittedly, like, both of them are like black scale kobolds, and so they all kind of look the same. Yeah.
Wait a minute, was this guy on the Drake, was he black?
Yes, he was a black scale
Okay.
kobold, yeah.
And the Drake was black too, right?
Yeah, and it was a black drake.
Okay,
yeah.
so same
Regional
race, different
dragons.
tribe.
Yeah,
Same
regional
race,
tribes,
tribe,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's definitely a good idea to talk to the wizard before we go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Because
it's like-
hags sound bad.
Hags do sound.
And
What
Pokey
was the
didn't seem
dwarf's
like that was a
name?
good thing.
Pokey knows.
Oh, the dwarf?
Pokey knows.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the townsfolk.
Because he really did not like hags.
Oh, the dwarf was Gerald.
Geralt.
Geralt, yeah.
Yeah, Geralt. Because
Geralt, he's the
he was
smith.
very, very adamant about avoiding hags.
Yeah.
So, well, okay, my water skin is empty, so I guess I'm going to request a refill of water for my water skin.
There's like a jug of water in the
Okay,
room.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
you can
refill
just
it.
pour it up so your water skin's refreshed, renewed.
Probably shouldn't let that guy have it though. He's gonna just pour it all over himself.
They seem
no,
very
he's
nervous.
I'm repacking it away. He already had enough water.
I'm just saying. I saw.
You guys notice the two kobolds mumbling to each other.
I know how to use it.
Finally, Brule steps up and says, "We go with you. We fight alongside you." They both kind of like stand up proudly, and then Ka tries to do the same, but is like still soaked and very cold
Favorite.
and starts to shiver again.
Pokey runs up and goes,
Blah!
Ka is like,
They're ready.
they're ready for
They
the
can fight.
Okay. Well, I guess I will say thank you for coming with us. So, I mean, we
guide
need
you.
you to introduce us to your leader.
Yes, we
Yeah,
take
we
you
need
to
them
camp.
Are you alright if we have to stop and talk to this wizard first?
Wizard. They say
Swamp
wizard.
hags sound like a problem, so
Swamp
we're
hag.
gonna talk about the
Oh,
hags.
actually, okay. You get. Ka whispers something to Brol, and Brol says, "Swamp hag's gone.
Oh, they're gone.
They gone.
Oh.
They take." He. Initially, you feel as though Brol is about to say something, but then kind of like pulls back for a moment. Says, "You." He leans in a little bit. Says, "We talk secret now."
It's all the same.
Is he speaking common or draconic right now?
He's speaking common.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know if he's speaking a non-common language.
Okay.
So he says, hags, they run from the laughing monsters.
What?
Oh.
The laughing
The
monsters
laughing
come.
still isn't. What?
The laughing creatures. They are strong. They big. They bite. They eat. They eat flesh.
Oh.
They don't care if you live dead. They rip out bones. They take blood. Very strong. Not from here.
Thought the cackling was kobolds.
No, the cackling is something else.
No.
Oh
So
no.
no more
Vizian.
swamp hags.
Swamp hag's gone.
Okay.
We be careful in swamp. It 2 days journey to get to swamp. Need supplies. He looks around the room, grabs a chair, breaks it, and then takes out his knife and starts to shaping the leg of a chair into a
Wait.
spear.
Bahoki goes over and is like,
How big the cackling creature? And then takes out the staff.
He's
This tall?
"It's tall," and raises it just a little bit.
yeah. The two kobolds are captivated by this, and they're waiting until you get higher and higher up.
This tall. Bahoki starts to climb on top of the
Yes,
dressers.
you hop on the bed and you're like this. About when you get to 7 feet, so you're on top of the dresser now. This has been going on for 10 minutes. You're on top of the dresser now, and about 7.5 feet is where they're like that tall. They laughing man. They smell funny too.
Oh,
Laughing
Bahoki knows.
They're-
Bahoki might know. Bahoki understands what laughing and stink might be. It could be the legendary creatures of the swamp. We have to go.
Do you know anything about these creatures?
Do you want to make
Can't
a
be sure yet.
You want to make a knowledge?
I'm gonna make
Nature
a knowledge
check?
nature check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you make a knowledge nature check, and I'll even include this.
So you have to understand Bahoki. Bahoki knows.
Who knows?
That was a.
Whether or not it's accurate, Bahoki
They
knows.
smell like axe.
They do smell. They smell incredibly like Axe body spray.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Smell like a teenage locker room.
It's definitely a cryptid.
It has to be a
What did
cryptid.
you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Oh.
+1. What'd you get?
So it's definitely a mystery creature.
Wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Wisdom is
So it's gonna be your bonus, your nature bonus.
I wonder if we can ask him for
If it has a
description
check
of the
next to it,
creatures
you get.
beyond
Okay, so it's just
tall,
intelligence,
stinky.
so you get plus nothing.
Try.
Okay,
Yeah.
plus nothing.
So
Kobolds, though, I mean, I think we might want to check and see if the wizard's seen anything.
Yeah, I should probably check with the wizard first.
I think
Bahoki
kobolds, but we're
knows.
gonna get
Bahoki
longer
understands all.
Yeah.
sentences from the wizard.
Yep.
the kobolds don't understand what you're saying, but by this point, Burl has created a spear.
Good
Will
job,
now has a
Yeah.
spear.
You hear like ripping of curtain fabric. Carl has ripped out some curtains and has picked up some rocks and has made a sling for himself.
Well, I mean, you can't say they're not resourceful.
Yeah.
Like, we ready, they say. So
Okay.
so we actually have some miniatures. Y'all can't see them, the audience, but we got a few miniatures.
Yay!
So there's some of you. This is what we're gonna use for you, Sarada.
Okay.
And then here are your kobolds. Here's Ka, he's got his sling. And here is Brol with his spear.
Aww. They're
Now-
gonna do their best.
I'm telling you this as a DM and also because it's kind of obvious. These guys are probably gonna die in one hit.
Yeah.
So
I can
please
see
be careful. If you guys can't keep them
love
alive.
them.
I'll let you guys know that much. But they are weak. They are just kobolds.
One doesn't even have his brain good no more.
No, one's sad. Oh, and here's your
Whatever
bird.
said. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here's your familiar.
Um,
I'll ask about marching order when the time comes. So.
okay. Well, I'm going to suggest that we still go and visit this wizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And see if they've noticed anything weird in the
Alright.
swamp.
You guys, pack up your things and you start to head downstairs. Where Windkeep kind of walks with you.
I think we haven't really used a lot of supplies, so we should be actually fine.
Yeah. I don't think you guys even used your rations yet.
No,
And
but
rations,
it's a-
like I said,
But
We
it's a
actually
2-day.
gained 2 rations.
yeah,
Oh, we get-
minimum 2-day journey to get to the swamp.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that means I have 4 days of rations.
So you might need
I
to
have
pick up
12.
some rations.
I have 4.
Oh, you have 12 rations. Never mind. Okay. As you're checking your pack, you're like, dang,
Actually, I
only
should
a couple
check.
days of rations.
Oh, I should
And then
check,
you notice that
actually.
the
Hang on.
Dragonborn has just a pile, like almost 2 weeks worth.
Actually, no, let me check to see what I have. Because I
course.
actually don't know
Yeah.
what's in my pack.
I have 2 days of rations.
Okay. You might
So
want
I
to buy
should
some
probably
more.
get more.
Yeah, I would say maybe want to get some more rations at least.
Oh, no,
and
never
any
mind.
other
I have
supplies.
12 days of
Do my
rations.
Okay, you have 12 days of rations. Never mind. What?
I have 2 water skins
I
and
do
12 days
like
of rations.
Never
I
mind.
only have 6 ounces.
Worms don't really count as rations for you.
That's too bad.
You do need to buy
They're
some
good snacks.
rations. So you'll probably have to purchase a few rations.
Good snack.
Alternatively, you can go foraging with like survival and stuff, but that might not yield food. Oh,
Pahokie's
the other thing is
learning
like
about-
both of these have 12 days of rations, and you can ask them if they want to share.
That's true. But
Yeah.
Pahokee is learning about the big people coinage, and very excited to continue this.
I'm excited to learn about the big people coins. Can you hand me the money guide?
So, okay, would you like just me to give you some of my rations, or should would you like
Pahokee
go
wants
first?
to shop!
Okay, I guess shopping it is then.
Although there is the traumatizing incident outside, it seems that the halflings have immediately reset up the shop. You see Rawl kind of staring at where the dragon was scratching in the ground, or the drake was scratching in the ground. She can't seem to make heads or tails of it. And she kind of just leaning on her axe and just kind of she motions to you guys, waves, and kind of just shrugs. Just like,
Can I walk over and look at the?
yeah,
the
yeah,
drake?
absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah,
See if
yeah,
I
yeah.
I
notice
like to
anything
investigate the
strange.
hole, too.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. All right.
Especially since I'm familiar with drakes.
Yeah. Make your
Natural
wow.
That's the second natural 20.
Jesus.
That
okay.
die I like, too.
That dice likes. You can assist her, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, I want to do it.
Yeah, because that'll you'll add to the score.
So that is with my perception. Okay, so that one's one of my specialties, so what do I do?
Your modifier should already
yeah.
be-
So it
Okay.
should already be added up.
Okay, so I didn't do terribly well on that roll there, so that is math. 12.
12. All right. So I'll add 12 to what's your total?
My total would
Actually, so even with just
Mine
the
would be
roll, you
24.
pretty much okay. You note that the dragon seems to have been digging for something, and you're not sure exactly what it was looking for, but you do note that just kind of looking down into the dirt, you see that there is something strange buried in the ground in front of you. It might not have caught the eye of other people, but as you walked over, because Ralg is right there, kind of just leaning over, and I'm like, that's a pit. That's a little hole there.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So you kind of like you kind of dig down in there, and you pull out like a strange stone, It's a smooth stone with a strange runic symbol carved into it.
Can I read the symbol?
What languages do you know?
Common, Utoran, Killian, Draconic, Infernal, Elven.
You can read it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you pull. So you kind of like you notice that like what?
Can I read it? What language is it?
It's infernal. So it's written in
Oh,
infernal.
so no.
No, yeah. So
But I
so
can.
basically, your eagle eyes, your draconic eyes, spot like a weird little stone in the ground, and you kind of like you pull it up. Initially, it's like it doesn't seem very strange until you like pull it out. It's smooth and it's got this weird marking on it. You immediately catch a sight of it, and you see it's a weird infernal marking that seems to read something like a partial word. It's just one letter of the infernal alphabet. It doesn't mean anything by itself, but you do have it now.
Alright. Oh, I recognize this one. I know this language.
I want to see it.
Hang on, I'm gonna let V look at it first, and then you can look at it.
Oh, another thing to note is as you're holding it, the longer you hold it, the slightly warmer it is.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah.
He's like,
I wouldn't recommend holding it too long.
No, it's
No.
written in Infernal. Unfortunately, it's not anything useful. It's a letter.
Yeah. It's basically a vowel equivalent in a way.
It says ah.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah!
Okay, you can have.
As you touch it, you immediately feel a terrible pull. This is something so alien from the Feywild that it feels evil to touch.
I take it back. I take it out of
You
her
see
hands.
Pahokee like freeze up.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take that back now and put it back
No!
Can I just put it in a
Bad.
pouch?
Yeah,
Can I
you
put
can
it
just
in a
slip it
pouch?
into a pouch.
I'm gonna slip it into a
Good.
pouch so none
That-
of us are holding
yeah.
it anymore.
That is a
Yeah.
bad rock. That, no, that,
Ro-
bad.
Rob
Bad
kind
rock,
of tilts
bad
his
rock,
head and like
bad
looks
rock.
at it. It's like, whoa.
I think we definitely need to see the wizard.
Yep.
Yep. We gotta see this wizard guy.
Because this is some bad mojo.
Rog kind of mumbles like, I won't tell if you don't tell. She picks up her axe and kind of like motions a few like halfling like what look like road workers coming over, and they start to like bury
Shovel the pit.
shovel the pit back down.
Hang on, did I write down? No, I didn't.
Bad rock.
I'm writing
Bad
down
rock.
infernal stone.
Ah!
Yes, we found an infernal rock.
Rock.
Ah! Rock.
I could sure spell. That's not an H, that's a hashtag. Why did I do that?
Hashtag infernal rock.
Hashtag infernal.
Quarantine.
Yeah.
It's getting to you.
It does weird things to mine. Okay, so I'm gonna say, look at Rollin, just be like, yeah, I probably wouldn't mention this to everybody. I think everybody's already freaked out enough. We're gonna
She
go
nods.
talk to Benzie.
Benzie. Oh, Benzie. Rawl kind of thinks for a second, kind of shakes her head, and says, "Never mind. Good luck."
All right.
And wanders. She wanders back to the courthouse, the mayor's house.
I have to admit, I was like all ganged up for a fight, and then the thing disappeared. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So,
So
perhaps we should see the wizard before we buy our supplies in case we learn something from them that might be useful.
Sure.
Yeah.
How far is the wizard tower from here?
it's like maybe a 10-minute walk.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in town. It is in town. In
Okay.
fact, sorry, I should switch to the
It should be the
to
town map,
To
huh?
the town map, yeah.
Because we're still in town.
Yeah. Oop, there you go. Yeah, so like you'll see it in a second. There you go. So it's not even a
that,
10 minutes. It's like a
tower
3-minute.
right there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
like a
tower.
3-minute walk from
And
where
we're
you
in
are.
like that bigger building?
We're in
Yeah,
the
you're in
little
that red
marketplace.
building overlooking the marketplace. You see that little red
Oh,
building?
yeah,
That's
no,
where you
we're
guys
not
were.
far at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fine. We can walk.
You guys wander over to Benzie's tower, and it's a normal sized tower. It's about, I'd say maybe like 90, 100 feet tall. So it juts out quite a bit. It's very tall for a halfling building. But as you approach, you see that it's a very worn down place. There's a lot of holes that have planks kind of like haphazardly placed about to try to repair it. There doesn't seem to be a lot of care given to the tower. And as you get to like sort of the bottom area, you see like a broken like sign on the bottom that says Benzie Skittertoad's Tower. Skittertoad. And now you guys are standing in front of the door. You hear thumping inside, like
Okay.
Well,
somebody's wandering around in the tower.
All right,
There's lights on too.
Good
Okay.
question. Are Brule and Ka still with us?
Mhm.
Okay.
They're following from a safe distance. They seem to be mumbling to themselves about a bunch of stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna say to those two, we're about to go just have a conversation. You guys might want to just hang out here.
Ka steps forward and says, "Yes."
All
all
right.
right. I'm gonna go up and knock on the door.
As you give it a light little tap tap, the door kind of like gives way a little bit. The top like bolts kind of fall out.
Oh.
And then they kind of like slide back up, and the bolts sort of like magically slide back into place.
Well, at least he's made the most of his dilapidated structure, I suppose.
Yeah. You hear a voice from inside. Come inside.
Okay.
My shop is always open.
All right,
happy
so we go
to
inside.
You step inside, and the inside is smaller than the outside. It's like a reverse
Reverse
yeah, you step inside, it is incredibly cramped. Not because of stuff, but because it's literally smaller on the inside. You're like,
Alright.
there's shelves of strange knickknacks and jars, things, a wall that says samples from swamp, samples from forest, samples from river. Mostly it's like small skeletons, jars of dirt, mud, weird seeds, and
Does Torin fit?
you guys do fit, but you're all very crammed together.
Right.
You're getting very personal right now.
Basically, it's just
Yeah.
like...
Standing on a tall pedestal overlooking kind of the little shopping area is a small halfling woman wearing like kind of like a wizard hat that's a bit droopy, covering kind of her like covering her face as she's kind of like looking down, like writing notes right now. And she says, adventurers, I'm used to you folk. Potions of healing are standard market price, and any enchantments and poisons are also standard market price. Please let me know if you need any of my services, or if you need any collections of dirt from different regions. I have several.
Yes, Poppy.
What is a standard market price? I don't have any of those.
It's the number of coins you use to buy something.
Wait, so you count
I think
them.
regular potions
Do you
are
have to
50
count them?
Yeah, they're 50 gold.
You have to count
That
them.
makes sense. I got it.
gold.
Oh, Master Wizard, we're actually interested in some information in addition to potentially buying some of your wares.
Also,
She,
just
like-
heads up, Torin's feeling really claustrophobic.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay in the door.
Alright, you kind of just stay back. You're not used
in
to...
the doorway. I'm not used to small spaces.
Yeah. Benzie looks up at your request, and at the... her ears perk up at the sound of Master Wizard. She kind of smiles and looks up. You see kind of an older halfling woman. She's got half-moon spectacles. She has a really long, kind of like almost hag-like nose, and seems to be covered in sort of like strange warts and whatnot. So she's a sort of an older-looking halfling lady. She says, "Yes, I am a master wizard. Thank you for reading my sign." She like leans forward and says, "What information can I provide you?" She smiles.
We are trying to help out the good people of this town here with their kobold problem, but it seems to do so we're going to have to venture into the swamp. Now, we've been hearing some troubling things about the swamp, and I was wondering if you had been out there recently, or if you had any information about what we might encounter.
Yes, I understand these concerns. You're looking for the missing hags.
Not looking for them necessarily, but wondering what drove them off.
Oh, what drove them off? It's clear! The laughter!
What?
Do you know anything about the laughter, the cause, or its source?
No.
Okay.
But I do have a lot of ideas. I believe that some sort of force has arrived. A bloodthirsty lot have been chopping up individuals that enter the swamp.
Ghost swamp.
Pohoki
The Benzie kind of like doesn't really say anything, kind of presses her attention to the other two. No. Far worse. Vicious, murdery folk. They seem to delight in bloodshed. Back in my day, the swamp was full of wonderful hags, and all they would do is poison you and cover you in warts.
That sounds like the kind I'm familiar with.
Now you're talking. She,
Oh, so a typical D&D Yep.
She mentions again, like, yes, that horrid laughter, every night with it, and it seems to be getting worse. When you're in the swamp during it, other creatures laugh in response. It's a strange echoing. I believe it's coming from further past the swamp, but Rolg won't accompany me, and I am not going alone.
Probably a smart plan.
But did you say you were all investigating it then?
I love the swamp. I guess we are going there.
We are, yes. We have two
yes.
kobold guides taking us.
Kobolds?
Yes.
Like I mentioned before, we're trying to nullify the problem with the kobolds in the town recently, and to do so, we've managed to negotiate with 2 of them to go and speak with their leader. But they've been mentioning tall, laughing figures in the swamp that have driven away the hags.
I think I know what they are.
Pahokee takes out the journal and begins scribbling furiously.
Yeah, Pahokee, you can hear Pahokee like scribbling down some stuff. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. She seems intrigued by your notion to her.
Okay. Not as good, but 16.
16?
Okay.
Right. Did you want to make one as well? Or
Sure, yeah, to
Okay.
see, because I was like, it might be useful to have a wizard with us, because she knows a little bit about the swamp.
Okay.
And she seems interested in the swamp. Or beyond it, anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but what is that total? Just roll a 2. What's your modifier?
For persuasion?
Yeah.
It's an 8.
Okay, so 10.
No, wait. No,
Total-
like my total.
Total is
your
it?
total.
Okay.
Total is 8. Okay.
Or no,
She,
wait.
so...
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry, ask your question again. Ask your question again.
I don't think I asked one. I was just talking about the kobold.
If she had mentioned, yeah.
Figures and
She
if
says,
knew anything about
she
those guys.
she kind of leans forward and kind of says, it's an idea, but I believe a group of gnolls have infiltrated our swamplands.
No.
Gnolls, very much known for their laughter, and it's a very similar laughter, but this one's magnified. It's stronger. It's more palatable than a typical gnoll.
It's magically enhanced, perhaps?
Yes, it has to be. The way it echoes so far and wide. No source. It's hard to trace.
Do you know if gnolls are capable of using magic?
She sighs and says, the ones that are blessed by the demon god Yinogu.
That would explain the infernal stone.
Yeah, make a knowledge religion check, because you might know something about this.
Okay.
Oh, also, sorry, I forgot to mention this earlier. You actually, I think, would know Abyssal instead of Infernal. Infernal's the language of the devils. Abyssal's the language of the demons.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever,
sorry, so
it's
yeah.
fine. We still knew the rock.
So it's
It's cool.
Abyssal, yeah, it's Abyssal runes. Yeah,
Okay.
I meant to say that earlier.
But either way, I still understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like gnolls to me.
Yinogu is a demon. It's like it is a demon worshipped as a god.
You said religion check, right?
Yeah.
17
Oh.
plus 5, 23.
Okay, well,
22.
immediately with your background, especially with like angels and demons, you know that Yinogu is the Pact Lord. It's the god, the patron god of gnolls, and it's
Pact Lord, do you mean pact lies and promises?
or
pact?
pact, like a pack
Look
of
up.
people.
Okay,
a
pack,
lord.
not pact.
Yeah.
Okay.
But clerics of Yinogu make pacts with the demon, calling for its blessings, and its blessings involve giving. So Yinogu is known for its vicious, endless hunger, and its followers follow suit, ripping and tearing at all flesh that it can get a hold of. And in those sort of food-induced, like festival, like blood-induced festivals, they like worship this evil demon god, and in return, it offers them the bounty and blessings of demon followers. And so it's possible that a cleric of Yinogu is somehow involved in all these ramblings.
Well, the flesh tearing and ripping sounds like what our friends were describing.
Yes, that does sound very much like that lot.
Benzie seems really impressed by your knowledge. She actually like oh, God. All right. She's impressed by it. She's like, she leans back, she says, maybe you lot are more capable than I initially assumed.
Are you sure it wasn't one of these?
She looks at the diagram. You guys can't see this. Nina just drew this amazing picture.
I'm not sure you could call it a diagram.
She says, in a way
It's,
that
Is that a skunk bear?
it's got
It's
fish
Pahokee's
ears.
version of a skunk ape, yes.
Please
Skunk
somehow
ape.
show it. Is there a way to... No.
we'd have to take a
I can take a picture of my phone.
yeah, we send it. We can add it to the
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna take a picture and add it to the Discord.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
So,
amazing.
I look at... I'll take a look at Pahoke's drawing, and, no, that's, I don't believe I've ever seen, that particular depiction before.
Benzie is still really impressed
understand.
and actually says, wait.
All the descriptions.
She slips down from her like a little stand, which is like a floor above you guys, just in case you were wondering. And she like rummages through some stuff, and she brings out like a bundle and places it on the table in front of you all. She unravels it, and there's another stone, very similar to the one that you have. Yes. There's a different marking on this one. Ooh. This one's a different symbol. Again, doesn't even together they don't really mean anything. But you do have like she basically offers you the stone. She says, "Yes, take this. This could somehow lead you into whatever the demons or whatever's happening on. All right, so this could be related."
So I want to be able to read. I want to read the rune first.
So. Let me actually tell you what the actual runes are. So you have a Za rune.
Okay, I have Za.
You have
Za.
So
I'll put that one in a pouch.
Okay.
And
I've got one.
Just
in case that it's dangerous to have them together or something.
Probably.
Yeah. And an rune. So you have an rune.
I have and you have Za.
Za and
Yeah, because I pocketed one. Well, I was actually close because I wrote it down as rock. So now it's a Za rock.
And I have
before she lets you touch it, she mentions, please. Stop whatever's happening there. Disrupt whatever ritual is, and stop that horrible laughter.
I should probably touch this rune too.
It gives you the same uneasy feeling and pull from darkness.
And I again just lift the rock out of her reach and stuff it into my bag.
Benzie actually also reaches down and pulls out like a bundle of 5 potions for you all. She says, "You'll need these."
Yes.
What are they?
5 potions of healing.
5 just regular potions?
Yep.
Right?
5 potions of healing. She just hands them to you guys.
I already have one, so each of you should take 2, and I'll take 1, and then we each have 2.
Okay.
Hey, perfect. There you go.
All right.
I'm down.
Ka gave me one.
Yeah.
Aw.
Then we'll each have 2 potions of healing.
Yeah, that's good.
She, Oh, yeah. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick. Master Wizard Benzie, would you have any idea why we would find one of these stones buried in the marketplace?
She looks at you and tilts her head, kind of like thinking for a while. She's like, I can't think of a reason why there would be one here. We haven't had any demon worshippers in 20 years.
20 stinky cold ice, man.
A drake and a kobold this morning. They appeared in the marketplace surrounded by fog.
Yes. I heard the howling.
They seem to affect the minds of my companions here, and then after digging at the ground, it disappeared. When we looked at the spot, we found another one of these stones that you already have.
Vizian.
Vizian
his name.
is what we were told his name was by the other kobolds.
She shakes her head. I don't know any kobold names.
Fair enough. Okay.
And I don't know why a drake would have that or dig it up. I don't know.
Oh, dang it. I probably should have asked if I could tell if it had just been placed there or if it was there before.
Oh, yes. I would like to inquire as to where she found the stone that she has.
Oh, yeah. Make a persuasion check. Okay. Yeah.
That's a good question. Dang it. I should have thought of that while we were at the hole.
Okay. 15.
Okay. She kind of leans back and kind of uncomfortably sort of like smiles and says, I might have dealings with some of the swamp hags in the area. They stumbled upon this relic just a few weeks ago, and so
shortly before they disappeared.
Yes. That's why I thought you were here looking for them. I've also been cursed by one. She points to her hair. It's gray.
All right.
She says, yes, unfortunately, these things don't crop off often, but, there was an incident some 20 years ago, shall we say? She kind of smiles nervously. Says, okay. You can tell that she's hiding something. In fact, she's kind of just smiling and sweating right now.
All right, is there
Can I ask what happened 20 years ago?
She rolled a natural one, so I'm not even going to have you, like...
Try?
Yeah, she says, 20 years ago, a nobleman bought a lot of land close to the Rose Queen Mountain, just past the swamps.
Did he use market price too?
She ponders for a second. That's a good question.
It's sometimes it's best to just let them talk without responding.
Benzie sort of nods and mentions that going back to her story, says, yes, 20 years ago, a man named Sorry. These
Gotta
names
check
are
your notes.
weird. Yeah, I gotta check the guy's name. Sorry. I thought I had it memorized.
Also, I took a picture
Jamin,
of these
yeah.
and shared it to the...
Jamin Sulamor was a nobleman who recently bought a... Oh, no, Jasal Sulamor was a nobleman who recently bought a plot of land, for some reason, here in Ravencrest Hills. She mentions with, like, here quotations. She approached our mayor at the time, Lady Windcreep, and asked for a deed of land past Hag Swamp, past the Hag Mother Swamp, which is what the swamp is called. Yeah, sorry. Don't think I actually ever mentioned that.
Where the laughter's coming from.
He wanted the area in the jurisdiction of Ravencrest. We don't know why, because our borders end at the forest to the east. But he insisted on making it official, signing notaries and paperwork. There were several witnesses, myself included. But him, his daughter, and several servants, after signing the deeds, went off and, I suppose, developed a small homestead some 4 or 5 days from here. We don't know what happened out there, but there are rumors from the hags that some diabolical influences were had in this particular mansion. Since that time, even the hags don't venture eastward past their swamp. And it's most certainly not now, having been run out of their own home by these gnolls.
And to your knowledge, is there anyone still living at this place?
Oh, heavens no. They can't be. Unless... She thinks for a second. Unless the laughter is coming from the homestead, that could be likely. She kind of leans forward, opens up a journal, and begins kind of scribbling notes.
Well, considering you were
I need to
there
see
for
this
the signing of the deed, would you happen to know where this place is in this
Oh, yes. It's like I said, 4 or 5 days past from here all the way out. It's past the swamp. You can't quite miss it. It's on a small rise overlooking Hag Mother Swamp, I would say. Yeah, about a day from the swamp itself. The hard part is getting through the swamp. It's a massive bog.
No.
It's a massive bog there.
Well, and now that we don't appear to need to worry about the hags, are there any other creatures still in the swamp we should be concerned about, other than whatever is causing the laughing?
The swamp should be easy.
Yeah, crocodiles, snakes, toads.
Yeah.
Your standard creatures of the swamp. But nothing noteworthy, at least not that we've seen. Of course, the drakes are new.
I want to get some gator petting in.
He's gator petting.
Gator petting.
I'm sorry I can't provide much more. After signing the deed, Jasmal never came back to town, although his daughter did show up a few times. But again, 20 years is a long time to remember faces that don't show up often.
And what was his daughter's name?
Oh, I don't know. I never actually spoke to her.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do we have any other questions?
I do.
Yes. She looks at you.
What's in this jar of bones?
I just have to go play with the bones now. I want something fun.
She mentions that it's the bones of a hag's elbow that she won in a card game.
Oh, that's a proper way to win them, I suppose.
Yes, with a lot of gold.
Was she
600
okay
to give you
afterwards?
yours. I don't know. Hags grow things back sometimes. She also mentions that she sells all sorts of magical items and stuff like that. So if you need potions and whatnot, this is where you're gonna buy them.
I need sticks and leaves and twigs and shit.
She will sell you a component pouch that has a bunch of those kind of things in it. She calls it a druid component pouch. It's the same price as a component pouch, but it's made for druids. And she's happy to sell you them because for some reason you think she's making a very good deal on them.
But it's all the good stuff, right?
Yeah, it's all the stuff you need
for me to get one.
to cast your druid spells. She also sells a component pouch for arcane component pouch.
Okay.
Which you can buy from her.
Yeah, because I'm see, the only spell aside from the one that requires me to find the thing is Owl Feather.
Yeah. Component costs 25 gold.
Okay.
But she'll sell it to you for 20 gold.
Okay.
Because she's she's intrigued at what you find. She also asks you guys constantly as you're shopping to be like, anything you learn, please tell me. Please let me know. Please.
I'm sure if at least we don't, definitely Pahokee will be taking vigorous
50.
notes.
Yes. I like note-taking.
50 gold.
You have 50 gold?
Now I have 50 gold if I take out 20.
Okay, yeah. So you can buy a component pouch.
Okay,
and
and
then
I'm
you'll buy
going to go ahead and buy a component pouch as well.
All right. She hands you one. She kind of like looks you over and hands you a different kind of component pouch.
Yeah.
This one has owl feathers and what do you need?
Whatever else you might need.
Soot, salt, that kind of shit.
Yeah, little pinches of like things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That works. All right. We thank you for your help.
Yes.
Good wizard.
I'm sorry I couldn't. She says you said good wizard, and she smiles and says, "I see you're getting used to halfling life."
Never.
Very much so. A little more,
Halflings live like tall people.
They really do. So in many ways, halflings are basically just short, tall folk.
Yeah.
They're just short.
Pahokee
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah.
It's weird in here.
but you, hag parts.
Parts, yeah.
I will ask.
Books that look like they might be.
She has a lot of tomes, but most of them are spells and
Okay,
whatnot,
I'm
and
not
they're
on-
not like on the bottom shelf. She doesn't have like any history books or story books, something like that.
Then I'm not going to steal anything.
She has a series of baubles and like focuses and wands and stuff like that, but they seem to be just more like arcane focuses. They're not like intrinsically magical by themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think of the.
Do you need?
I feel like Torn would have questions about magic, but I have no idea what to ask.
Oh,
yes. It's
Oh,
true,
yeah.
Torn. What am I?
Yeah.
This
Do you have any questions?
It's still a little new. It's magic, but
Maybe
yeah, you
asking about how to like. Well, because you
I would
draw your
say,
power from nature,
I've-
right?
Well, she draws it
storms.
from yeah.
Yeah,
So she's a storm. So
storms of the sky, pretty much.
Yeah.
But, God, what was I gonna say? I had one, and then my brain went.
your brain is splatties.
Well, I was gonna ask, like, just basically, so I have encountered a couple different kinds of magic, but
Oh yes.
I had a question for you. I've noticed since coming to these lands, I've felt more magic. Have you noticed that in this area? Is that normal around here, or have you noticed an influx of?
She kind of. So you see Benzie kind of lean back, and she kind of like thinks for a moment. She's looking at you. She's analyzing you. And okay, she can't.
She doesn't like me.
No, she looks at you, kind of like tilts her head a little bit, and then kind of like says, "You're a dragonborn, yes?
Yes.
Draconic bloodlines, normally heavily infused with magic. Strange that you would not be more attuned to the arcana out here."
I'm from Drakmore. I'm fairly new
She-
to this land.
Her eyes kind of widen a little bit. Says, "The ancient land of dragons."
That would be the one.
That should be
weirdly enough, I'm actually the first sorcerer in a long time for my clan. Is that unusual?
She kind of like looks over to you two to see if you're reacting the same way. Realizing that you're not, she kind of goes, "Oh, most dragonborn I meet are well versed in arcane arts. They're infused with it. Their very blood drips with power. The fact that yours doesn't is strange."
Oh, mine does.
Oh, I mean, the fact that your clan did.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. She kind of like leans in further. It's like, "A sample of your blood will allow me to analyze it further. Would you be willing to offer?"
Do you have anything to trade?
She leans back. Fighting kobolds, eh? What if I traded these for them? She pulls out 5 miniature circular iron orbs with strange, like, rope-like protrusions from the tops.
These grenades.
She says, no, far from it! These are flashbangs.
So the bombs.
Bright bombs.
Bright bombs.
Sparkle bombs.
Sparkle bombs.
Well,
And how many did you?
She said 5 of them for just a small vial of your blood.
I like
Sure.
sparkles.
Ooh.
That could be handy. I don't know.
Before you know it, she's already stuck you. And just,
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yes!
Thanks.
Yes! She smells the vials. Says, ooh, interesting.
Okay.
When you return, I might have
remember. Do
more
I have a
information
meal
from
with me or
yours.
not?
Oh, you definitely do. Yeah.
Neil's just gonna.
Yeah, by default, I will assume that a mule is on your shoulder.
Oh, no,
Unless told otherwise.
I will say he's going to peck her just a little bit for poking me unexpectedly.
I understand.
Okay, so I now have 5 sparkle bombs?
Yes. 5. We'll call them
Flashbang.
sparkle bombs, but they are flashbangs.
Okay, got it.
You see, kobolds are sensitive to bright lights. This might give you an advantage if you're fighting them.
Yes.
That is useful.
How dark is that swamp? Is it rather shaded?
It is. The canopy is pretty thick. It's full of old, ancient, rotted trees that cover the very air from itself.
Yes,
The swamp itself was born from a dark magic from long, long ago during the glory days of the Mother Hag herself. But I'm unaffiliated with Mother Hags. She kind of slumps down. Those were the days.
She misses her hag girlfriend.
He goes up and goes, Pap, Pap.
I'm
One day
gonna give-
you will be the witch.
I'm gonna give you 2 of the flash bombs.
She nods.
Okay.
So, Torin gives V 2 of the flash bombs, kind of looks at Bahoki and puts the other 3 in his bag.
You guys are doing like extraordinarily well. She hands you these 2.
No, I handed
To her.
I looked at Bahoki and was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I really look at Bahoki and V just shakes her head like, don't do it.
It's
No,
okay, I'm
no.
talking to the wizard lady.
Yeah,
I probably
yeah.
don't even notice.
Bahoki doesn't even notice, so I'm just like, don't.
It's not that I don't trust you, it's just I don't trust you. I don't know enough yet to know if that's something you would set off just for fun, so.
That's probably a
I've
good
only
idea.
known you for a day.
What are the names of those hyena things again?
Those are
Knolls.
gnolls.
It's
Yes.
Gnolls.
You might not have directly encountered gnolls, but you definitely have heard of them. They're
Okay,
one of
so-
the common monsters.
Yeah,
that
I
show
was just
up.
more of
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I forgot what they're fucking called.
Yes.
So-
So, gnolls.
Gnolls,
of all
okay.
things.
Because we can ask our kobold buddies about them.
They're running any Knoll.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good idea.
Or if there's... Well, they said... How big are gnolls? Are they like 7.5 feet tall?
They're about like the smallest ones might be 6 feet, but they're typically very big. They have huge kind of like they're not like hunches, but they're like their chests are just really big. They're very
Well, I mean,
big
hyenas
hyena
have that
monsters.
kind of...
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. So gnolls are kind of the monstrous humanoid versions of that. They typically,
It's like a werewolf,
yeah.
but a hyena.
Yeah, pretty much. They're very much like they're usually about 7 feet tall.
Okay,
They're
so
very
that
intimidating
makes...
looking,
yeah. The kobold. Brule. Yeah, okay, so
Brule,
Brule's description jives with the gnolls.
That would actually explain the laughing.
I would explain the laughing. And...
Yeah, because they laugh like hyenas.
Yeah, they laugh loud and they laugh wild, and if
I know what
they...
Knolls are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they
Like
do
I said,
have-
you guys will have common knowledge for what I consider common monsters.
Okay.
Like you might not know what an illithid is, but you know what a gnoll is.
And what the hell is the name of that god?
Yinogu.
Oh,
Yinogu.
yeah. I was like, I wrote it down.
Yinogu. Alright, so... Alright.
I got demon slash god.
Yinogu.
Heck. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Is there anything else we need from the witch?
She does sell, like, so she basically sells pretty much everything on the adventuring thing as well. So if you guys need any basic adventuring gear, she sells it. She does seem to have a collection of, like, first level scrolls, but she mentions, I mean, if you guys would like to buy a first level spell from her, she can offer a scroll, but I think only you two could use them.
Yeah, and all my spells. I can cast 3, I guess.
Yeah.
But I can.
She
only
can
know
offer. She
5.
offers like first level wizard spells, but they're expensive. They're like, well, they're like 150 gold each.
And I don't really need a wizard spell. Let's see. I've got my knife and my claws, and do I still have that javelin that I took out of my shoulder?
Yeah. If you want to keep the javelin, it's still there. Yeah.
Okay, so
add it to your
Write
inventory.
it in your inventory.
Yeah.
So I've got a javelin.
Got a javelin.
I don't think I need anything.
Yeah, I'm like, I got a javelin, I got claws, I got a little knife, and I got a dagger.
A quarterstaff, I got leather armor, I got an explorer's kit. Explorer's kit has rope, right?
Yeah, it comes with
has rope, bedroll, water skins, torches.
Here's what is
some
inside
rations.
the
Thank you,
explorer's
that's
kit.
what I want.
Yeah, so you'll need to write down those things. So you have an explorer's kit, but it's like a package.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So
I have
yeah,
it written
that's what
here.
you have. Yeah.
It's a backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches. Mine came with 10 days rations, water skin, and 50.
Oh yeah, that's what I have. Because
Mine's thing. That's why I have 12
Yeah.
days as well, because
Yeah.
of the
extra ones.
pack, because I bought the same
Oh, I have a
pack.
crossbow. I keep forgetting that.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Let me just...
Yeah, I would say my character's probably not super...
write this kit down a little bit better here.
Hopefully not still in your shoulder.
Just walking around.
Just walking around with a
No,
spear in
no,
his
no.
shoulder.
The last episode I got stabbed in the shoulder and I took it out and hit people with it.
Yep.
I wasn't very good at using the javelin, so I ended up brain deading one of the kobolds by...
Mocking him to death?
Yeah. That's why, one of them doesn't like me very
Yeah,
much.
Ka is visibly frightened of you.
Yeah.
Visibly frightened.
I also want to put the scale I gave him on it.
Yep.
Yeah,
So Ka, so
yeah.
you can identify Ka. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
easily.
He's the one with the scale on his nose. He's the cute bulb.
Are you guys done in Benzi's shop?
Um,
She's still around. She's as you guys are kind of shopping, she's sort of like in the back, kind of like writing notes and just kind of like you hear her like mixing potions and stuff like that. She's kind of just doing her
Just
day-to-day.
putzing around.
Yeah.
I think so. I can't think of
Just
anything else to ask
Yep.
her.
as you guys leave, she says, "Good luck out there. Let the hags know I'm still around."
One day you'll make it, lady.
Thank you.
You'll do it.
Well,
You guys step outside. You see that the kobolds have made several makeshift weapons. Brol has like a bundle of javelins that he's like carved out of random bits of wood. He's tying it up with a rope and he's kind of like slung it to his back.
Industrious.
Ka is like Ka has like a bunch of like
he's made himself a little, like, rock pouch.
yeah, he's got like a bag of rocks, but like good rock, like a good
Yeah.
smooth rocks. And he's like practicing throwing things with his little sling. They spot you and they kind of like wave you down. Like, yes, we go hunting.
They are proud warriors.
Yeah. So now you guys seem to have most of your provisions ready. If there's anything you guys want to do, let me know before you guys set off.
If I got anything, honestly, at this point, it's good for hilarities.
Yep, I think I'm ready for
Yep.
All right.
venturing into the swamp.
I will want to know a little, I guess.
Oh yeah. If you want to know anything else, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm interested in the geography a little bit in terms of, so there's the hag swamp and the kobolds live in the swamp?
So there is. So you know this much, just kind of based on what they've said.
Yeah, I don't remember very well because it was 2 weeks ago and I did not take notes because I was like, when I was taking notes, I don't need to.
That's okay. That's okay. So Ravencrest Hills is got a forested area right to the east there. So so there's a forest you have to go through, then there's a river, and then there's the swamp.
And then it's the swamp.
Yeah, then there's the swamp.
okay.
So it's going to be about a
Okay,
4 to 5 day
so-
journey to get there. Yeah.
So the house that she was talking about, the wizard, is like up here?
It's somewhere along the Rose Queen Mountains.
Queen Mountains,
Like
so,
basically overlooking the swamp.
Okay, but
Okay.
the kobold, like, the place that the kobolds live is in the hag mother
They,
swamp?
they live in Hagmother Swamp.
Okay, so they're familiar with the hags.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the dwarf that didn't like the hags.
Yeah, but the kobolds are the ones who told us the hags are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
So they're familiar with the hags, but the hags aren't there now.
Yeah.
And they seem to have been driven off by gnolls.
Yes. Okay.
So I have a feeling we're gonna have to go talk to the kobold leader and then deal with some gnolls.
Yeah. Let's go talk to Skrillex.
And then, investigate probably a haunted mansion.
All right, let's go, Fran. Let's go.
Oh, classic D&D stuff.
D&D.
Classic D&D. We're gonna go harass Skrillex before we investigate a haunted house like we're on fucking BuzzFeed Paranormal.
Yeah, right.
Alright, let's do this shit.
All right, you guys find yourselves on the edge of town. There is a small rickety watchtower set out. You see one of the halfling kind of like I say guard, but it's just a normal halfling kind of smoking his pipe up there, checking his pocket watch, not even looking out there.
Why do they all have pocket watches? I want to know that.
Is that like their main export?
They all have them! It's driving Torin a little bit crazy.
Well, if you ever get a chance, you can ask. You see that Rolg is actually on the edge of town, kind of kind of waiting for you. Right before you set off into the forested area. She waves you down and kind of like approaches. She mentions, she says, "Hey, so you guys getting ready to head off into the forest then, eh?"
Looks like that is the next leg of our journey, yes.
All right. Just be careful out there. A lot of those drakes seem to be let loose a little bit in the wild, so watch your backs. Also, we've been missing a few people, our druid and some of our pathfinders.
What's
out
that's
there.
right.
His name again?
Oh, Merzello.
Yeah, I remember
Missing
that guy.
Merzello.
Is that the one person I
He
did
sold
right
me
now?
worms.
No, I did
I mean, he wasn't there, but he sold them to me.
So we should probably
sounds
keep
like
an eye
Merzello.
out for Merzello.
Yeah, if you could bring him back in one piece, that'd make Haddish pretty happy.
Well, have you seen
So-
any gnolls
No.
around here?
The orc kind of like stops for a second and kind of thinks, that laughing does kind of sound like a gnoll now you said it out loud. No, I haven't seen any gnolls myself, but I also don't go much into the... She motions towards the non-city, like the non-town.
She's just like, I
don't
don't do
really go out
outdoors.
there much.
Should we swing by the forge and maybe ask Gerald? Well-
Gerald, if he knows about gnolls.
Yeah, well, maybe not. He doesn't really go into the forest much because But
Geralt leaves the forest less than goes venturing less than I do.
The
yeah,
last we heard from him, he was talking about the hag.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
doubt he's run into them.
not recently, but he's definitely run into the hags.
Well, I meant the gnolls, because
Yeah.
it sounds like the gnolls is a recent thing.
Yeah, 20 years since the potential wizard, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep an,
we'll
keep an
walk
eye
out.
out for the druid. Is there anyone else we should look for while we're out there, just in case?
He's kind of thinking for a second. There were a couple strangers, a little kid and 2 hired muscles. They left about a day or 2 ago, right before y'all arrived.
Kid and hired muscle to go
Yeah.
into the swamp?
Are they all together?
Yeah, they seem to be.
There's a child with hired muscle going into a child is...
Were they human?
Yeah, a human kid, a hag-fork guy, and some hooded fella.
Hmm.
They were not the nicest folk in town. At least the 2 hired muscle. The kids seemed focused on something, so, they might be out there. If you find them, I guess, if you save them, sure.
Creepy.
Huh.
Okay. Well, thanks, and keep an eye on the town for us, will you?
Oh, trust me, I will. I like this post. She pulls out a pocket watch and, uncomfortably clicks it a few times.
Rob,
Says,
why does everyone have a pocket watch here?
Raul kind of puts away the pocket watch and kind of, scratches her, she's getting stubble coming in, She's like, probably because they all buy from the same watchmaker. That's probably why.
There's a single watchmaker here who makes all these pocket watches?
Oh, no. He's not here. He roams the Saddle Road selling watches. Halflings love watches. Mayor Windkeep got me one. He clicks it a few times. She clicks it a few times.
Pocket watches are cool, that's the answer. Okay, fine.
Listen,
Alright.
next time the watchmaker's in town, I'll make sure to set up an appointment for y'all. Raul kind of wanders back into town, waves y'all off. Don't get killed out there. A lot of adventurers disappear all the time.
Cool.
Thanks for the reassurance, Rob.
I always thought that human children typically stayed in packs of 2 parents. Is that right?
You're not wrong, no.
I don't know many humans personally.
In my experience,
My
they
experience with elves, though, is they tend to...
They typically
be
travel
their
in
parents.
family units.
Okay.
Family units, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. It sounds right.
Yes,
I gotta write it
don't-
down.
But
I would say it does sound strange that a
It
child
certainly
would be
sounds-
out here on their own.
suspicious,
Especially with
especially.
hired guards.
Yes.
I don't know that they were hired guards. I mean, their parents are supposed to be bigger, and everybody's
You can't
huge
get
here,
a human
so-
child from a half
rolling.
orc.
Are you
Well, don't
sure?
worry about me.
You can get a half orc child from a human parent, but you can't get a full human child from a half orc parent.
Well, why would it work one way and not the other?
Who knows?
It's a law of nature, Bahoki. Laws of nature.
That's a great question. Why would it work one way or another?
It's a law of nature, Bahoki. You'll understand when you're older.
How old are you, anyway?
I haven't quite
figured out how old gnomes are supposed to be, but younger.
Younger.
You might know how many seasons you are, but you probably don't because you
likely
travel so
much
often.
older
Yeah,
than we
Pokey
are.
might well not.
Because
have
you're
an
what?
idea.
Your character is 16?
I'm 16.
Yeah, and I think my
probably
character's
older.
about 20.
Yeah. I mean, you're
There's
past
a
my
good
majority.
chance that
Yeah.
that there's just not really a good way to tell. Younger.
Dragonborn reach full adulthood at 15.
I have no idea. Tabaxi age like humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, hey, she's about 20. She's an adult.
Yeah, you're an adult, you're a traveler.
An adult, but she's not like a real adult.
So,
You
I'm going to ask
Oh.
Ka and Brule if they would like to... We don't know where we're going.
Oh!
So
yes, ask them
we're
for-
going to need them to lead us.
Alright, so they kind
I've
of
never
like
been here before.
they sort of sharpen their wits a little bit. Ka kind of like nods and then takes point, and they kind of go, "Yes, follow us!" And they kind of like dash off into the forest.
A dash.
All right, you guys take a little rush.
I'm going to have Emil fly.
Okay, yeah. Ooh, yes.
Actually, yeah, if there's a lot of trees, my character would definitely prefer to.
It's thick foliage, so yeah. As you enter the forested area, they're not going super fast. They move like 20 feet, kind of thing. So
Okay.
they're not going crazy fast. You can
Okay.
keep up with them.
One step for there.
Yeah,
or two,
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
Just a little
Yeah.
overexcited. Is all.
Yeah, gotcha. So for Pahokee, they're like going a pretty good speed, and for
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
we're just like, all right, man.
Yeah, just kind of a jaunt. Nice little jaunty, brisk walk. It's a thick forested area. It's a beautiful, like, oh god, what was that term you came up with? I asked the other day about leaves versus pines.
Oh, deciduous versus conical?
Deciduous, yeah.
Yeah.
Deciduous forest is non-pine.
Yeah. It's a deciduous forest.
Makes sense going into a swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the further you go through so it's been a few hours. Like you're kind of just following these kobolds.
It's kind of how I'm assuming we're lined up.
Yeah.
Somebody has
Oh
something.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
That is cute. That's a good marching order.
I don't know
Perfect.
why I'm in the back. I'm squishy, but
Wow,
I probably would be.
I'm a little
I'm gonna
squishier
say
than
your
you
bird's a
now.
little bit further up because it like as it takes flight, it'll like fly around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like
I'm gonna ask him to let me know if he sees anything.
Okay.
strange.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna V is going to periodically, if she can, like travel by like climbing through the trees, she will
Oh, okay.
like traveling. So she's keeping. But I don't. If there's
it'll
It might be
slow.
easier
You'll
to
become
swap.
slower, but then as like if people slow down, you'll catch up eventually.
Okay,
but it's
so-
kind of one of those things where you end up kind of being more of a vanguard, like as you're climbing up
Yeah.
and stuff. Because you do have 20 feet up there, but then that makes you slower than a lot of people just moving on the ground.
oh, that's true. Well, no, the kobolds are only moving 20 feet.
Yeah, that's true. But then you're still climbing up and over, so you're kind of like there's like a double distance kind of thing.
Okay, not
Yeah.
like how they big cats travel through trees that
Yeah,
are touching
yeah.
each other, where
So,
it's you're up
the
in the
trees
branch.
the trees are thick, but they're not like thick enough that you can constantly do that.
Right
so
now-
on
Oh,
occasion,
okay.
yeah.
So okay, never mind. So
Yeah.
then so she'll
Right
mostly
now we're
be
in
walking.
the forest, not the swamp.
Yeah.
I would say once we get to the swamp, the trees are probably more correct.
Yeah,
connected.
the trees are definitely going to be.
Okay, in
But,
that case,
but
she'll probably
you'll still
walking.
be able to. I'll let you know if you can be climbing. during
Okay.
this
Okay.
area.
So yeah. So she'll mostly be walking then, because it's just more of the if she's able to, because jungle.
Yeah,
From
exactly.
the jungle. So
exactly.
if it's jungle like canopy, she's gonna try and climb, because she likes up.
Yes.
Don't worry, guys. I wrote down dark vision 6 feet. And 6 is
vision.
supposed to be
Oh,
60.
that's why I'm in the back.
But-
I don't have dark vision.
Me and Pokey do.
There we
Pokey and I
go.
do. And do the
I can't
kobolds?
see shit.
Yeah, they do, because they can't see very well
yes,
in the
they do.
daylight.
I'm the only one
Yeah.
who can't see right now.
Yep.
Emil
Okay.
has better vision than I do. At the
You're
moment.
fine.
Wait, no. Do ravens have dark vision?
I don't know.
I didn't write it down.
They have keen sight. Nina, you have.
Oh, I do
Yeah,
have
you
sight.
actually have. Let's find out.
Yeah, it's right on the front page. It's already there.
That's probably something I should mark if he does.
Oh, that's an eagle. Never mind.
Yeah, that's an eagle. But we do have raven in here. Ravens have a passive perception of 13. They fly at 50 feet. They do not have dark vision.
Ah, crap. Okay.
Well, we're still in the forest, though.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's
it's
still daytime.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're
Alright.
still got the like
like a
dappled light of the forest. Very
like
pretty.
that.
And it's
Lights
early.
out.
You guys set off at like 8 o'clock or something like that, or
Yeah.
7 o'clock. So it's pretty early.
Yeah, so we
Let's
were really
say-
up at the ass
yeah.
crack of
I'm
dawn with that
gonna-
fucking Drake.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this in segments of 4 hours
Okay.
to determine if there's any encounters. Alright, so your first 4 hours, you've made about 16-ish, maybe 12 to 16-ish miles into the forest. It's a very thick forest, and then the deeper you go in, now you can start to kind of like climb more rapidly. The forest is really nice. It's very quiet out here, very serene. But you do start
Is it
to notice
unusually quiet for a forest?
it is.
Okay.
It is
That's what I was about to ask.
unusual.
Yeah, I was like,
for
so
a
it's a bit-
forest.
It's a bit
Cahokia
quiet.
might not
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say that's probably.
Yeah, you are a bit unnerved. Normally the sounds of chirping birds, like squirrel-like creatures, deer, things like that, should
Where's
be
my
noise that you
cards?
hear.
Could I
need
roll
to see my
to see if
spazzles.
to see if like
My
maybe there's
spells.
some sort of
The cards got taken off the
Oh.
table at some point, so I don't know where they went.
Oh, here.
Oh, thank you. Ah, shit, they got separated then.
No,
huh?
they didn't. They're the first patch.
Oh, okay.
That's yours.
So can we see it? So okay, so it's unusually quiet.
It's very, very quiet. In fact, the kobolds have kind of stopped. They're sort of like they're sort of noticing the kind of the silence too. They
Can I-
become a little bit more
Yeah, I was
nervous.
Can I use what I just rolled for a perception look? Or-
Yeah, go for
I
it.
rolled a 20.
Oh,
That's what I was asking.
okay. All right, all
I
right.
was like,
Yeah, let's say
I'm
that
gonna
because I kind of
do,
wanted to stop every like 4 hours to see what.
yeah, and I'm
Gizmo
like, I
can do.
want to check around to see if there's any sort of like if it could be a magical influence or if it's just all the
Okay.
animals have fucked
Knowl-
up.
So I'll let you choose between knowledge arcana or knowledge nature. So I'll let you choose one of those two skills.
You can do a nature or
Yeah,
arcana.
whichever one you have a higher check on, let me know.
Arcana's higher.
Okay, yeah, just to see if it's magical.
So I'm just looking for anything around us or anything we should be worried about.
Okay.
Mine's 24.
Okay, so you're just doing just sort of a general.
Yeah,
What's
you,
going
kind
on?
of a
You
general
spot several signs of sort of wingless drake activity. There's scratch marks all over the place. Several trees have like slash marks across them, and it's not like a bear. It's clearly a smaller creature, but a little bit more like vicious. It seems like they were scurrying about. There are also like sheddings around, like light scale sheddings here and there, as well as so with your natural 20, you also find signs that like there are javelins thrown in like certain bushes and stuff like that. So there's signs that some battles have occurred in the, signs of struggles.
All right, and I got 23.
On arcane. Okay, you don't sense any magical tinge in the air. Nothing that's like palatably a magical thing, but you do spot some like a tree that looks like it was seared by some sort of arcane magic. So you definitely have entered sort of a strange clearing. The kobolds are kind of like getting a little bit nervous right now. They're sort of gathered together. Like the two kobolds have kind of hit a tight formation. So really quickly, I'm gonna set this up. Yeah, we're gonna. So he's gonna be right here. You're kind of like at this tree right here, and small clearing overhead.
Can I do a perception check for Emil to see if he sees anything in like a
Okay,
radius
yeah,
around us?
yeah. Go ahead and roll for Emil, and we'll take a look. Nina, you want to do anything? What'd you get?
I rolled a 9. His perception is +3, so it's a 12.
Okay, Emil lands on a nearby branch, probably just right above.
Like here?
Yeah, like right there.
Okay.
And
Very quiet out, you say.
she lands right above Vish, and then just kind of goes caw, and then begins to kind of like clean himself.
That roll was that bad? It was 12.
It was 12, yeah, but it didn't spot anything.
Okay, so now the spears, do they? Well, I actually don't know if the two different kobold tribe spears be distinct.
Probably not. It looks like
It's just a
they're
sharp
just
stick.
like sharpened sticks. So
But
at best, like
Can
you're not
we,
sure.
Well, we saw. I was like, oh, we saw that Vizian
Vizian.
use, well, at least some sort of magic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, some sort of teleportation
so it's
magic.
potentially probably a conflict between the two groups of kobolds.
Bum, bum,
I believe you
bum.
might guess if there's thrown spears and also drake marks everywhere, because it does look like the other ones are using drakes.
I don't know. I think there could be a very good reason why all the animals are quiet here.
Okay, just say it out loud.
Cahokia says out loud. And then I would like to use my druid craft to sense what the weather will be for the next 24 hours.
It's going to be moderate. There's it's going to be a sunny day. There's going to be clouds overhead, but the clouds are a little bit obscured because of the thick tree cover overhead.
Can I ask Khan Brule if is there any particular reason we've stopped, or are you just nervous?
The one kind of like turns its head to speak to you, and you guys kind of like hear a motion off in the distance. And so before it can respond, you kind of hear a and you spot like a head kind of pop up from a nearby bush. Seems to be a humanoid in kind of like a ghillie suit, with a big hunch. He kind of looks over to you folks, kind of waves.
Is this the druid?
Says, "I need some help, please."
All right.
He takes a step forward, passes by a tree, and then appears behind you guys.
Behind us?
Yeah, behind you.
Okay.
Typical trickery of the forest.
He's wearing a big ghillie suit. So you spot him out here. He steps behind a tree, then appears like right here.
Ah!
Obviously, Pokey understands this man.
Yeah. He looks at you, motions in Druidic. Druids are cool. And then says to the rest of you guys, "Listen, I'm being pursued. I really need some assistance right now. Would you be so kind?"
Obviously, we're gonna help him. Don't worry, they already agreed.
Hang on. Hang on. Are you Morzello?
Morzello.
Oh, you sold me some words yesterday.
"Oh, that was you then. Here's your change."
Thank
He
you.
drops some. He drops 2 wood chips into your hand.
What are you being pursued by?
"Oh, them." He points, and about 60 feet away, you see 2 nasty drakes are kind of like sneering from the foliage. Their blackened scales kind of hide them in the shadows of the tree.
Oh boy.
Well, that's not good.
So I didn't see them with a 24.
No, you spotted the other thing. You rolled for the bird. The bird was the last one I
No,
saw.
I was looking around though. I was looking around us, and all you said was I saw signs of battle.
Oh, yeah, I was giving you the... These drakes just appeared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They just came slinking out of the woodwork. They just
him.
came slinking out of the
Yeah.
woodwork.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
And so then the last check was going to be their bird was
Yeah.
checking for the
He
other
didn't
things.
see shit.
Yeah, he didn't see shit.
I love
He
when
was
Neil
like,
a little
"It
useless.
sure is a forest."
It is forest. So snarling in the distance, 2 drakes have kind of like crept up. They're moving fast.
How far in the distance?
60 feet.
About actually let's give them about 60 feet. They're gonna be like a little bit further back. I wish I had more trees. There's more trees. We're gonna put more trees out. Oh, here we go. There we go. I'm gonna keep that there actually. So these are trees.
These are trees now.
So
This
you guys
we have
can
many
spot
tree dice.
one drake kind of like sniffing around, and then another drake kind of like snarling on the other side. The sound of a whip can be heard in the distance, and you hear some creatures mumbling and like basically kind of like yelping out, like barking out orders from the distance.
In any particular language, or just?
Draconic. They're speaking Draconic right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying, "Don't let him escape."
Oh dear.
I see what you mean, and I'm gonna run up here next to Ka.
Now, let's roll for initiative. So they're already kind of in range. The drakes kind of spot you.
19.
Right in the- Wow, okay, that's pretty good actually. They rolled poorly.
And then you roll. You don't have your initiative bonus. What's your initiative bonus?
It's your dexterity modifier.
Dexterity.
Oh,
gotta
so
be-
+2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever.
So go ahead and roll a +2.
I roll this right.
Yes, d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Rolling
16.
16.
Hold on.
I have a +1, but I rolled 19.
12
This dice
plus
My die is
Dex.
random as fuck.
2. I
'Cause
got
I got-
14.
It's more interesting that way.
I was like,
Okay.
and
Can I open this?
yes, go for it. Yes, open the chocolate cardboard crackers.
I apologize for the audio.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay. You can't quite spot the kobolds that are giving out commands right now just because of the thickness of the trees, but you do see the 2 guard drakes as they snarl about through the shadows. Combat's actually going to give from you counterclockwise. That seemed to be like the order of things, yeah.
Or
You said you have 14. You got 16, right? And 14. Okay, they rolled like an 11. So.
okay, so I'm not sure what the dimensions are.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So every inch is going to be about 5 feet. So let's. I should have put this on a grid, but I decided to do it freeform because I'm crazy.
So if I move,
Do we have a measuring tape?
You're sitting next to my sewing supplies. Yeah. Drawers, bottom drawer. Oh, got it.
I don't know.
aha.
I was like, yeah, all my sewing supplies are on the floor.
Okay, now it's a little tangled.
They're all a little tangled. There's a lot in
Here's the tiny
there.
one. Here's the tiny one.
So basically, what we're going to do is
Hang on,
1
guys,
inch
while
is
we
going
got
to be
this.
5 feet. So 1 inch is going to be 5 feet. So they're about 60 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
So they're about You know, maybe they're not actually 60 feet away from y'all. Let's say...
Well, like, my
Yeah.
Vicious Mockery's range is 60 feet, so...
Yeah.
If they can hear you, they can be insulted by you.
So there are 150...
If they can hear me, they can be insulted by me.
Right, I can see what sort
Do
of...
we need to...
Yeah, we might need to go a bit further back. I might have been ambitious when I said 60 feet away. But that's okay.
I mean, it is all in our imagination. We don't have to be
Wonderful
grid
world of
perfect. I suppose.
Yeah. You know what? This is how close they are now.
Okay, I like it.
So every inch is 5 feet. So you guys can move. You guys would typically move like... Oh, no. You know, I wasn't that crazy. Yeah. But yeah, this is like 60... That's 30 feet right there.
Okay.
To give you an idea.
Okay.
So that is about 60 feet then.
Yeah, that's actually roughly what I thought. Sorry, Emmy. So the two of them are snarling up. Imagine that there's a slight clearing on there, and let's add like one more tree to that spot just to kind of...
Here.
We're gonna add 2 more trees. Yeah.
There you go.
A tree here, and then a tree
Okay.
here. Actually, there you go.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm gonna run forward so that I'm in front of
Okay.
these two.
All right, you dash forward in front of the kobolds. The kobolds have their weapons at the ready.
And I can see, I know drakes,
you seen the drakes. You seen the drakelins.
and I basically be like, well, obviously these guys are chasing him and being forced to do so, but,
Can you talk to them?
no.
Okay, because... Oh, no, they're
'Cause
not...
they're
They're not
not-
sentient.
Yeah, they're not
They're still
humanoids,
animals.
they're
Yeah.
beasts.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So they're
Um,
not sentient.
So, oh wait, sorry.
How far
Make
away...
fun of someone's mother that far.
That far.
Okay,
Oh, wait, I should say Fate's Emissaries, my brother.
Oh, hey, what up?
Oh wait, it's, oh shoot, hang on. That's not what I was gonna do.
Okay, is it...
Put up the stats for it.
No, I'd have to get 15 feet. I can't do that. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna target the Drake on the right,
Okay.
Okay.
and I am going to, with this sort of newfound connection to magic I've been feeling, I'm gonna
Alright.
try something.
All right.
I'm going to basically reach for my magic and pull whatever force I can feel there, and then motion forward and unleash it, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
All right.
Oh, shit!
You pull from the arcane energy. It's so palatable out here that you can feel the tingle just even in your mouth, just like, and then you unleash 3 bolts of arcane energy.
I guess it says I have to say something, so I guess in Draconic I'm just going to say shit!
You launch forth the bolts. They just hit, right? They just hit.
Yeah, they just hit. It says, okay, 1 dart deals 1d4 damage, so I just roll 3d4?
Yeah.
3 missiles, right?
Yeah, 3 missiles and you add 3 total, I guess. So each
plus 1, so it's,
yeah.
1d4 plus 1
Yeah.
for each thing, okay.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
4,
4.
8,
And another 3, so that's
11?
11.
11 damage.
11
All right.
damage.
Your bolts hit true because it's magic missile. You know, the bolts like strike the little guard drake, and it kind of roars out, and then officially they kind of both of them kind of go rah rah, sort of snapping.
Oh no!
Okay,
Alright, sure.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the Drake that I'm closer to.
I did include the plus 1 out of
But
those
they are
numbers
60
were
feet,
plus
right?
Yeah, they're
They're
within 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because
I
I'm...
rolled a 3, a 3, and a 2, so
Well,
I did
actually...
plus 1.
You might have to step forward a little bit.
Yeah,
but then
because I am at
yeah.
60 feet, so I'm gonna move up behind Torin, but near the kobolds, just
Okay.
ahead of them.
So you move
off
up
the
roughly
side.
20 feet. Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of scoot up to the side of a tree 20 feet, and then you unleash.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers, which... I can do it to 1 creature within 60 feet, so that's 40 feet away.
Spicy,
The target must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 damage and immediate psychic damage, and immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows. So if it has an available reaction...
So what's the DC on that then?
What?
Do you have to hit with it, or is it?
No, it's just you pick an animal and it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
All right.
It's magic.
Yeah. Dissonant response. So what's your DC? Because now it has the roll against your DC. So
what's
So your
my
spell
DC?
DC is going to be 8 plus your...
Oh, 13.
Okay, 13. All right. So
My,
this
so my
thing...
DC is 13, so it's got to roll higher than that to be okay.
All right.
It has to roll 13.
It has a +0. And
Oh,
shit! It resists. Does it do anything if it resists?
See here. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
Okay, so you still...
It's
So
still
roll
half
for damage.
damage.
Yeah, roll for damage.
Okay, so
And it'll take
3d6.
half of it. Yeah.
D6 is the normal die,
Yep.
right?
That's a cool spell.
All right, so 5, 1,
6,
6, so 12.
12.
So it takes 6 damage.
So it takes 6 damage. So the creature like kind of winces out.
Which one was that you did that to?
This guy here.
Oh, okay. So the other one. All right. Perfect.
So
Because
they've both been hit now.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it says what is it? You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. So I just gave it a headache.
Yeah. It's like, ugh, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it.
Basically, you made a bunch of discordant noise.
Ah!
Okay, so
Minus
hang on,
6.
that's-
All
That's
right.
one spell. So
How much damage did you deal again? Sorry.
So that was
Maya,
one
how much
spell
damage did you deal just a second ago? How much damage did
11.
you do? 11? Okay, that's what I thought. So I wrote it down, but then I made the second one into an R, and I don't know why I did that. All right, both drakes are damaged now. Nita, it's your turn. Roughly, so you're probably
exactly.
55 feet away from them.
Oh no. Oh gosh, oh jeez. Oh.
Can I tell?
Me too.
Like, is it only those 2 drakes?
Yeah, so far. That's all you can tell.
But we can hear whipping.
Yeah,
and
you can
stuff.
hear whipping, so something is happening far
There's
behind them.
stuff out there still. I
Yeah.
don't know how much.
I don't think I want to be here anymore. So what Pahoki's gonna do is right on top of the from where we are, right on top of the dragony type creatures here, the little drakes, the little baby guard drakes. I am gonna cast Fog Cloud. It has a range of 120 feet.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
gonna just cast a 20-foot radius sphere of fog all around them to block their vision. And I'm gonna be like, we need to run! I don't know what's happening, I don't like it!
Okay. It's
So Pahoki makes magic fog and freaks out.
yeah. So
no,
Pahoki
no.
leaves
No.
a giant puff of fog right here. It also obscures your guys' view, however.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Can
run
we-
away though.
So fog is suddenly engulfing the area.
Alright.
Alright, that's one
You
of my
hear
spells
snapping
today.
back there. You actually can't tell what's going on
Yeah,
anymore.
'cause we
So
can't
now I'm
see
gonna
them.
kind of write a few notes.
Oh, no.
The 2 kobolds rush in front of you, Maya. Would you mind putting them in front of you? They're holding their action. Both of them are ready for any ranged attacks. So they're kind of like waiting for something to exit the fog, and they're gonna sort of attack that.
Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to keep them alive.
What's your guys'
have a second
what's your
action, don't
guys' passive perception checks?
14.
14.
A passive perception. What's the?
So passive perception is kind of
13.
like inactive one. Okay, so 13. All right.
Where?
Down near the bottom.
Oh, there it is. 15.
Okay. Well, they didn't do very well.
Oh.
You guys spot from the foliage 2 kobolds emerging from the sides here.
Oh.
Oh, it's the gross ones.
And then another
Kobolds
one.
or gnolls?
Kobolds.
Oh, okay.
Kobolds.
These are the other tribe, I'm guessing.
So then another one is. Okay. Damn it, I already placed it. You guys weren't supposed to see this one. He actually hit well, but now you can see him. Because I fucked up.
That's okay.
So there you go. So 2 more kobolds. Or 3 kobolds kind of,
no.
appear on the sides. They're armed with, again, armed with sort of the javelins, the normal kobold weaponry.
Told you.
Okay.
All right.
I have one more action, right?
Oh,
Because I only used the one spell.
no, yeah, but you have a bonus action, but I don't think you can do anything as a bonus action unless you want to transform into an animal.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so now it's your turn again.
Okay.
So several kobolds have emerged from the sides. They're, armed and ready. Ka and Brol are focused on the one that's over by that tree.
Here?
Yeah. Mhm. So it's your turn. Yeah. So I think they're about
is a bad place.
That's fine. Okay.
How far are they?
They're about 30 feet.
Yeah.
From you.
Yeah.
I'm about, what? I'm about 10 feet behind you?
Yeah. So probably about.
So about 40-ish feet for you.
Okay.
35, 40 feet.
This guy's
40.
closer. Though.
Yeah. But he's also be kind of obscured with 2 tree lines.
Yeah.
So line of sight is kind of an element.
Yeah, so the
we'll
thing
talk
is,
about
I know
that.
he's there, but anyway. These two are straight shot.
Yeah. Those 2 are like right in front.
Change into a mouse and hide in someone's pocket. That's Chelsea's suggestion there.
Yeah.
Okay, I probably shouldn't be burning my spells this fast. Fuck it. I'm gonna run about 15 feet this way. Just so that I have them 15 feet in front of me. I'm not getting up against them, but I'm like within 15 feet. Which is probably a bad idea because they could throw a javelin at my face, but whatever.
It's okay. They were trying to hide, but you guys spotted them.
Yep. And then I'm going. I'm gonna say something really corny. I'm basically just gonna say boom, and take my hands like this and just gather lightning energy.
Yeah. All right.
And let it build, and then when it releases, I'm going to just send it outward and cast Thunderwave.
All right. So Thunderwave, the electricity bursts out from your fingertips, and they kind of engulf. What is it? Do you have to hit them, or do they have to resist?
PQ Origin, it's a save. It is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
My DC is 14.
14. Let me pull up Kobold stats real quick for you. And then we'll get there. Oh, so 14.
On a save throw, they take half damage and isn't pushed. But if they fail, they take full damage and are pushed.
And are pushed back, yeah. Alright, so Kobolds have a saving throw. Is it, what kind of saving? Is it Constitution or Wisdom? Okay. They have -1.
Is this an 8?
Yeah, that's an 8.
That was
Alright. So the first Kobold roll. Okay, the first Kobold fails.
Fail.
The second Kobold also fails.
Oh no, they're kobolding it up.
Yep, they are Kobolded.
I am a circle of the moon.
8.
We decided.
3, so that
Yes.
is 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
And
Your
pushed.
lightning rips through the forest like big, giant bolts of electricity. Is it lightning or is it thunder?
It's thunder.
Okay, it's thunder. So a wave of sound ruptures through the forest. The 2 kobolds, like, they're kind of like, they're sort of running up. They kind of jump up to throw spears, but then, like, they get caught in your blast, and then they just get exploded. They just explode. They're gone. Kobold guts are just all over the place, and their javelins and their gear is just like splattered against like a tree. You're just like, oh!
I didn't realize it was that strong.
Yeah.
Dragon Man!
We're all level 2. We're all level 2.
Yeah, those kobolds had like
I didn't mean
one
to
of them
explode
had
them.
one had 6 hit points and the other one had 4. So they were just like.
Well, that was certainly dramatic.
Well, that was that was unnecessary. I'm sorry. I'm gonna apologize to Pokey.
Oh no! Bogey's just grabbing their horns and like,
Your turn.
Run!
Your turn.
Alright, my turn.
Yes.
So, those 2 are out of the picture.
Yeah, they're
How
gone.
long is that cloud fog there for?
How long is this spell lasting? Probably, I think it's like a minute or something.
It's an hour.
An hour.
Okay, so it's
You
still
can
there.
dispel it if you want.
I can dispel it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, no, it was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So the fog is still there. So I'm gonna go ahead and move a little bit so I've got a better eye line around this tree.
All right, you can actually dash up even to where the kobolds are because they have direct line of sight.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you go up to in between them, yeah, right there. So you move about 15 feet up. You take like a 15 step over, and then you can spot the other kobold.
Okay, so I'm looking at him now,
Yeah.
and I exploded the kobolds. I'm gonna make fun of him.
Vicious mockery.
Yep. Because it doesn't use up a spell slot.
Yeah.
All right, so that
I burned
is
2 spells. I probably shouldn't have done
one.
that.
See what elite. Let me see. Or one. Okay, 1d4 psychic damage unless it succeeds on a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So this one's gonna try to roll wisdom.
Okay.
Actually, I'll roll it in front of you. What do you
5.
get? So it fails. Fails.
Okay, here's your die.
They are not saving.
Okay, and D4, not D6.
Okay, yeah.
D4.
That's it's like your freebie spell.
Oh boy.
Your face
boy.
explode.
Okay, that's a 3. Yeah,
I
that's
feel
a
bad,
3.
but I also don't want to get jabbed.
So it takes three psychic damage and has a disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Okay. What do you do? You want to shout anything in particular at it?
It's terrible.
Like, oh no, is it?
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of the kobold like is about to like throw its sling, and it kind of like stops swinging the sling, and it goes what? And then it, like the sling kind of smacks it in the face, and it kind of has like a weird dizzied look, and its stomach seems to be upset. All right, Nina.
I forgot. I actually do know the draconic word for shit.
Okay, so...
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on, let me double check that I understand what I have here. I'm just
If you
making
ever want to
sure.
call somebody unfashionable, it's
Oh
cool.
shit, I have 3 spell slots. I thought I had 2, but I have 3.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
that's
cast
good.
3 spells.
I have 3.
Sick.
I have 3.
Sick.
I've used 2. My other ones are contact. I can't. My only attack cantrip is like a contact. Well, I guess I do have lightning lore, but.
Let's see.
So
Pahoki's very distressed at the moment.
I'm sorry, Mahoki.
you gotta kill these bad guys.
We gotta, yeah, but we could escape though also. But I'm still so far away. There's not really too much I can do.
You can move like 30 feet. You can move up to where Sarada is, where V is, V is, if you'd like.
I think I want to hang out with my kobold buddies, and I'm gonna actually just stand up right in the small people zone.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, with the
And
kobold.
can I reach that hidden kobold?
How far? Oh, what are you casting? Because
Or
you're
how far
within
is
20
he?
feet away. That one's not even 20 feet. It's like 15 feet away.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna bring out my butt spray.
Oh no.
So
I need
cast
to. I
poison
just feel like
spray?
you really need to go away.
Bye, Chelsea.
And so
Oh, bye.
I use the magical poison fart spray at that one guy.
All right, I will roll in front of you.
11.
Minus
and then-
1.
10.
10.
So 10.
So your DC is 13, so it takes D12 damage.
Wow,
Okay,
these guys don't roll
D12.
well, do they?
No, they have a minus 1 to that save.
That's this thing.
That's the yeah.
Yeah.
That's the D12. Okay, so it's 1. Let me double check. Yeah.
1d12.
1 D12.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it resists, it takes
8.
nothing. Oh, okay. It is weird, dizzying haze. Like the kobold tries to like sort of recover from your psychic attack, and then suddenly a cloud of poison. It like for a second the kobold's like, I just gotta breathe, and so it inhales deeply, and a poison cloud from the hook comes up, and you see it like suffocating, and you're like, and it falls over dead.
That's not what I wanted either.
Oh, watch out! Something fell.
Mahoki's not handling battle
No,
well.
no.
All right. So now we
So
just
now.
So now we still have the two
suddenly-
drakes somewhere in the fog.
okay, and then I'm guessing Druid Man is just chilling out back here
Yeah,
still.
he seems to be messing with his pack. He's taking off his ghillie suit. He's messing with his pack right now.
Okay, so he's just
Suddenly, 2 of the drakes leap forward.
God
from
damn
the
it!
fog.
No, the kobolds!
Yeah.
Fuck!
No!
Call, don't die! I like you.
My kobold buddies.
Where's my dice? Can you have me my d20?
Oh yeah.
The drakes were able to sniff out the kobolds at least. They recognize that smell. 1 misses,
Okay.
and the other one gets hit by a bite attack. So one of the drakes, the one on the right, the one with the sling.
Oh, come on, no!
So Ta gets bitten in the arm. No! The kobold latches its fangs deep into Ka's arm as Ka's like focused on like the other kobold, so he didn't quite see what was going on. Okay, Ka takes. Oh wow. Okay. Oh my god. Ka takes 7 points of damage and falls unconscious. Just like a big chomp,
Shit!
and just falls unconscious.
Okay, so he's unconscious.
Yeah, he's gonna make a death saving throw right
Oh
now.
no!
Because he actually took into negative. Okay, he actually makes it. So
Yay!
you're not sure why, but you think he's okay for now.
Well, I'm
and the
standing-
Drake.
He's not dead.
Yeah, he's not dead.
and I'm near him,
Yeah.
so I can see that it's
Yeah. So you just like suddenly from the fog, just 2 drakes just leap out at you. Initially, you think they're about to strike you, but then one clamps down on Ka in front of you, and the other one, like Brul, dodges out of the way with his spear.
Oh no.
Okay.
So Ka falls unconscious, kind of like getting knocked over with a big bite to
Yeah,
his
I have
side.
him.
No.
Yeah, perfect. Now it's your turn. You see that like behind you, after you exploded 2
Alright.
more, the guard drakes have jumped out of the fog and are now assaulting the group of small folk and
Okay.
cat.
Well, I
cat.
like Caw,
Yeah.
so I'm. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. I need to read a thing.
What kind of damage do my cat's claws do? Is it just
It's slashing
Slashing
damage.
damage. Okay.
So it's plus your strength modifier. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's within.
Yeah, that's
right?
within it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna come up to this one. Because I have to be right in its face. I'm going to grab it.
Okay, you can grab it.
I have to. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna call it a Karslosh. And I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay, there we go. So is that a touch attack or is that a resistance?
It's a spell melee attack.
Okay, so yeah, roll for it. Its AC is 14.
Natural 17.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, you easily touch it. It's busy kind of like gnawing at the like unconscious kobold when you rush up and you grab it with your lightning palms.
On a hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage.
Okay.
And it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Ooh, that's cool.
4.
4 damage?
Do I add anything to that?
Does it say anything? I think it's just 4 then.
On a hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage, yeah.
Okay, alright. So you rush up and you like, electrified fingers, like basically after your sonic attack you still have like, thunder, lightning magic on you. You rush over and then
the electricity
yeah, exactly.
Crackling around
You
my hands.
release what lightning you have left and it shocks the drake. It rears back but still stays on point.
Also, for those interested, I called it a fuck.
You're a fuck?
Not fucker. I called it a fuck. I just realized it was the wrong declension.
It was busy it's busy grappling the kobold, so it was unable to make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
No, he's saying it doesn't get an attack.
Yeah, it doesn't get any of those. Yeah, exactly. So now it can't. You guys can disengage freely.
Yeah.
Because normally what will happen is if you're engaged with a target, like it's on you, if you try to disengage without doing a full action for it, it'll snap at you. It'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah. Okay,
All right, so now it's your turn.
Okay, so how... Are cantrips are an action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They'll tell you what the actual
Gotcha.
action is.
So you get one
casting
movement
time.
and one action,
Yeah,
right?
you also get a bonus
I
action,
can't
so you
do
can use your
anything
bardic
as a bonus
inspirations.
action after the cantrip.
Do you have anything
Oh
that you
shit,
can
I
use
forgot what
bonus
the
action?
bardic inspiration
Yeah,
was.
I don't think you have any
I don't even
particular
know what
actions.
bonus
Yeah.
I forgot what bardic inspiration
Bonus
was.
actions are typically things like
Oh, I don't have it on me.
you can take like a 5
No,
foot
it's because
step.
I don't have one of the books.
Some abilities will be considered bonus actions, like they'll be like basically quick reactions that you have.
Can we find out if bardic inspiration
What does it do again? I forget.
Oh, you add. You basically see somebody, you inspire that person.
Okay, that's the
and then
inspiring other people
and
one.
then they get a whatever your dice is. I think
Gotcha.
it's 1d6 right
Yeah,
now to
okay,
either
that's-
attack rolls or save
Okay.
throws.
Can I do have one thing I can do as a bonus action.
Okay, what is it? What do you want?
I'm going to spend my 2 sorcery points and
Okay.
get an extra spell slot.
Okay, so you restore your cell slot after you unleash the your excess electrical
So
discharge
instead
all
of
over
only
it.
having 1 left, I have 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I can't... So, no, because doing a melee attack is also an action, right?
So that's an action. Your bardic inspiration is a bonus action.
Okay, no, I was just gonna
Yeah.
be like, okay,
Okay.
so I can't cast Blade Ward on myself and then attack
And then
the
attack.
thing.
No, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my cat's claws on that thing because I'm right up in front
You
of
turn and you try to swipe it with your hand.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
So you roll a d20
20. Okay.
plus your
Strength
modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Write down anything for your cat's claws?
No, it's just my proficiency bonus plus that's my proficiency bonus.
Yeah, you're proficient with your claws.
So that's
and
2 plus 1. Okay, so it's plus 3 to
Okay.
whatever I roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you want to inspire somebody, by the way? You can... I don't think you can inspire yourself, but... did you
Well,
wanna
yeah,
inspire
but I'm
somebody?
like, does anybody even need it right now? Because nobody's hurt.
No. Well, it's
of us
for
can do
attack
this in a
rolls.
cool
It's for attack rolls.
Oh.
Yeah, either for attack rolls or saving throws.
Gotcha.
So you could actually even give it to Ka, who is unconscious, because he has to make a death saving throw if he gets any more damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You can inspire him even though he's unconscious.
I could try to make it up to Copper, saying that his mother doesn't love him and his father.
Don't worry, you're doing great!
You're doing great, buddy. You're doing great.
You got
Live,
this,
damn
kid.
you.
Live, damn you, yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's see.
It was almost a 19.
What'd you
What was
get?
it?
3.
3.
So it's a 6.
Yeah. So the guard
So-
Drake's AC is 14.
Yeah, because I was like,
So-
I rolled it and it was on the edge and then it flopped over and I was like, God damn it, it was
All right.
almost a 19.
I hate it when that happens.
So you see, like,
So I like swipe and I kind of get it, but not really.
yeah, your claw scrapes a claw on the scales, but like it doesn't seem to penetrate, or
Yeah.
the creature doesn't even really react to that.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
Cantrips don't use spell slots.
Yeah,
right?
cantrips are
Okay.
free. You
Cool.
cast them.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Cantrips don't take from your spell slots.
No,
They're
you can
free.
use them infinitely.
Oh,
but
okay.
they take actions. Yeah.
You still have to use an action.
Yeah.
to
Did
use
you
it,
want to use Vicious Mockery instead?
But it doesn't affect how many spell slots you have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because their level 0 spells are free. Yeah.
That's why I have them
Yeah.
separated.
No, I mean I do too. I was just like, oh, okay.
And you can
Okay.
still move too. So you slashed, but you see that it didn't do anything. You
So-
can kind of like disengage if you
Okay,
want.
so yeah, so I'm gonna.
You
so
take a
it's-
step back, like a 5-foot
Yeah.
step back.
So yeah.
If
So I'm
she
gonna.
takes a step back though, wouldn't it get an attack? Because I didn't shock that one. I
So
shocked this one.
no. Oh, I thought you were attacking the one that you got shocked.
Oh,
never mind. If
Sure,
you-
I can attack. Well, no, because the thing is, this guy's still right here. So
Yeah, I
he
guess
can
that's true.
Still,
Yeah, so I mean, you have the kobold in front of you as well, so
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's-
not like super dangerous, but they can still bite at you.
yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and try and claw at it and.
And
Shink
you're
off
like,
its
damn.
side.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Nina?
All
In
right.
front of you, a kobold has just emerged from the fog and is like, or not a kobold, a
Drake.
has just emerged from the fog, snapping and biting in a
One is
vicious.
taken down one of the
And-
small people.
Yeah.
Next to me is my buddy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
You can also transform into an animal.
I can't.
And I
attack,
will use
if you
I
want to.
can't.
the bardic inspiration on
Inspiration.
cock.
You wanna do
Yeah.
that?
Hold
she's
on.
inspiring cock.
I am.
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be like,
Yeah, so you're gonna inspire cock.
You got this, buddy.
Stay with us.
I didn't even know your mother.
Yes.
I bet she's proud of you.
Okay.
So, all right. I'm gonna whip out my quarterstaff, of course.
Okay.
Shillelagh! Yeah.
Shillelagh.
Quarterstaff.
Using healing word, which is a bonus action.
Yes, there you go.
I'm gonna yell over to Ka, don't worry, buddy, I believe in you, you'll live! And I heal 2 plus, what's my spell casting? Where is that?
It's your wisdom modifier.
Oh, wisdom modifier. So 2,
So you heal 5.
so I give him 5 points of health because he's a good
He's still
kid.
prone,
Oh, he's still not.
Yeah, he's still prone, but you see Ka suddenly like back up.
Don't worry,
Back away.
buddy! And then
But there's like still a Drake on top of
And
him.
he's just like, ah.
the Drake in front of me and raise my quarterstaff and be like, you're bad! And just go whack!
So you
Right on
which
the
one are
head.
you whacking?
Do you want to transform
right
into
on
an
the
animal
head.
instead?
Not
Oh,
yet.
she's whacking.
Okay,
this guy.
alright.
Okay.
Roll for an attack roll then.
I will roll
She
for
healed
attack
Cobb,
roll.
she's
Yeah.
Okay, she's
How
attacking
do
the
I
one
do
that
that?
I like.
I'm
Shink.
planning on
It's,
shocking this one yet, but I'm
Your
worried
strength
because
modifier
it gets
plus your
another
proficiency.
attack.
So you have plus
Yeah.
4
Four.
and roll.
Attacks at advantage
And
on
it-
characters that are
Yes.
prone.
D20. It's always a D20 to
I
hit.
never know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and he's
Just leave
got
your dice out.
oh, I forgot
No,
to
that's
roll the
impossible.
bardic inspiration. Hang on.
Oh, he uses it on his turn. He can choose when to use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's
and he
calm.
gets the bonus.
It's
Yeah.
what it adds
Okay.
to.
Yeah, to their roll.
Oh, okay.
I
So I don't need to roll that yet.
A 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So that is below its armor. So
Dang it.
Jess misses it. You hit it on the head with your quarterstaff, but nothing happens. Like the Drake is unaffected by it. The scale just
Oh,
kind of
no.
bounces off. Yeah.
Well, I still have a movement, right?
Yes, but you're in kind of melee, so if you move away, it will bite you.
Okay. Do I not have any way to smack it again?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just like, oh. Well.
All right. So the Drake.
Bad Drake.
So we'll start with the Drake on you guys.
Attack me!
The
Don't
Drake
kill the
next to the
freaking
kobolds snaps at Brol and misses with
Ooh,
its
Brol's
bite. Yeah, Brol is really lucky.
So this guy.
The other Drake, though, noting that it's the kobold that's down on the ground is back up again, takes
trying to
another
kill my
vicious
dude!
bite. And misses.
Oh.
All right. So, like, you know, like,
Still kinda shaking from the
yeah, Ka
agitation.
is, like, you know, shaken from being brought back, and then, like, just rolls out of the way as the Drake slams its head down for another big bite.
Does he stand back up?
Yeah, you know what? Let's have him roll, and then he does his entire turn to get unprone. So he's back on top. So put Ka back up,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
and the other kobold, Brul, thrusts his makeshift spear into the side of the Drake, and misses. No, you know what? His spear hits, but then the tip breaks off, kind of thing. And he's like, "Dang it!"
Good thing he has a whole bag of them on his
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
He's ready.
These are really makeshift weapons. All right, your turn, Maya.
Oh, I get a +6 to spell attack bonuses? Jesus. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Shocking grasp again. I'm gonna.
Okay, you electrify your
Electrocute
hands
the crap out
one
of
more
this thing.
time.
Fuck. No.
You missed.
I missed.
You.
That's a 9.
You thrust forward with
man,
your hands.
these fights
The
are
drake,
great.
as it's like, as it tries to bite the kobold, and the kobold like rolls away, it takes a step forward and evades your touch. You kind of like touch nothing, so your electricity goes nowhere, basically.
Okay, got it.
Swing and a miss.
All right,
I can't
Serrata,
do
yeah.
this.
Okay,
So the three of you are basically like you and the two shorties are like trying to fight this thing.
All
As
right.
it's just snapping and chomping at you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try and claw the fucker again.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in my lap. So
Wait, can I use it? Never mind. That's
No.
dumb. Never mind. It's fine. I was gonna try and tell Brule to back up so I could get a straight line.
Yeah,
with
it's
that
like,
hit,
ah.
but, it's fine.
No, you can shout those things. It's your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was my turn.
Yeah, but I mean, like next turn you can shout things.
Well, I know, but next turn I wanted to do the thing, but I
Ow.
have to wait to make sure he can move
Yeah,
first.
Okay.
All right, so make another attack.
Okay, so that is it's a 12.
Yeah. Again, you slash at the
Swing and
thing's
a miss.
face, but it doesn't even flinch as your claws kind of glide across its scales.
Okay.
Question: if I use a melee attack, can I a bonus action a cantrip?
The cantrip, if it's a bonus action cantrip, you can, but most cantrips are going to be actions. So you see the casting time, it'll tell you if it's an action or a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, one action. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I see.
All right, Nina, it's your turn.
Oh, yeah, here's
Things
your-
aren't looking
here's your
super
dead
great.
guy.
They aren't
Oh, yeah.
looking too good, but at least everyone's still up. I see now that they've forced my hand, and I must reveal the secrets of the forest.
Kahoki starts saying all this, and you're just like, what?
V's just looking at her like, oh god, I really hope this is actually a thing.
Behold! The great mystical creature, the skunk ape! Blah!
And obviously my character's now overwhelmed by the smell of a skunk ape.
It's very
Suddenly-
stinky, lots of skunk farts, which isn't just my natural druid thing. I can actually just straight up do that as like a free thing, make a skunk smell.
so
I do.
As a bonus action, you see Pahoki suddenly transform into a weird, mangy-looking bear.
Alright.
It's a
like,
giant bear.
I mean, I knew
She
druids could do that, but
You're like, oh.
that's not what I was expecting her to do next.
So you can now get
Mystical
one attack
bear.
if you want. You get one attack now.
You shall feel the righteous anger of the truly great creatures.
and I do it.
By the way, you can't speak anymore, so now at this point you're just like,
Yeah,
"Roar,
no.
roar, roar,
Well,
roar."
fucking
She says it in her
I
head.
figure
Yeah.
the druid guy understands.
Yeah.
He can hear me.
Well, man.
So which one is it? Bite or claw attack?
Oh, I am going to claw.
Okay.
And I'm gonna claw the one that's directly in front of me.
Yeah. Make an attack roll.
Alright. So I do this.
Here, you wanna...
For those unclear,
I'm bad at D&D.
She has become-
5.
God mode activated.
This bowl is bad news, man.
Pahoki suddenly erupts into a large, horribly stinky bear that seems to have like weird mange and kind of like strange scarring. She then takes a big swipe with her bear claw and completely misses the drake that's like a foot under it.
Can't she attack when he wants them?
Not yet.
So
One
that's the
action
full
is
attack.
becoming
She
the bear.
used an action to
Oh.
become
You
yeah.
had to listen to my speech.
I got it. I got you.
God mode
The guard drake suddenly turns its attention to you, Nita, seeing a much bigger giant target. It lunges forward and hits you because your AC is 11.
Oh.
It bites into you. And you take... Hold up.
Oh
Sorry.
no!
I gotta find my
My
D8.
my
Serrata's just having fun with the
previously
minis right
rolled bear hit points are now
You take
relevant.
6 points of damage.
Oh, gosh.
As the thing like kind of chomps at your
6
arms.
out of 42.
She's very tanky right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
She's the tank.
She's a tank right now.
She's the tank.
The Kobold Brule takes this opportunity and thrusts deeply with it. Oh, and it hits!
Oh, he actually hits.
Yeah, he actually
Good job,
hit.
Brule.
Good job,
I
little
knew
buddy.
you could do it, little buddy.
Roar, roar, roar. And it takes 2 points of damage from him. Because he is physically weak.
Okay,
Ow.
so hey,
So-
2 points of damage.
Actually, no, 3, I guess.
oh, so he
3.
like popped off a scale.
Yeah, so he stabs into it and it's like, I got it! And you can tell he got it because he drew a little bit of blood.
You die!
Way better than the rest of us.
Yeah,
Way better.
way better.
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to electrocute this.
Yeah. The other one is like now pursuing. So
imagining it slipping it around.
So
and you're just
Ka is taking this opportunity to throw a knife at the kobold, at the drake in front of it, and it hits. Wow, good job,
Good job, Ka.
Sticks him right in the fucking eye.
Let's see, there's a possibility that this guy could kill. If he rolls a 3, he'll kill this drake.
Oh my god.
Ka produces a knife super quickly. Not sure what it's Ka's little carving knife, and then just flings it like a flick of his wrist, and suddenly you see the drake like lunge forward and then just falls dead as it strikes true right into the throat.
I'm gonna give Ka a thumbs up.
Ka goes yay!
Good job, Ka.
Oh,
I see now why.
Now it's your turn.
Now it's
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
the guard drake is dead, but the other one is still alive.
This guy is
There's
still
a giant
doing quite
stinky
well.
bed.
All right,
Stinky
I'm
bear.
gonna say,
I'm helping.
good job, Ka, and then I'm gonna look at the other one, and hang on. Oh, it's 120 feet. I'm fine.
Oh, yeah.
Magic missile.
Okay, yeah.
God.
Shoot the missiles.
Okay, hang on. Wait, what is it an attack roll?
No, it just hits. It just hits. Yeah, that's what's crazy about magic missile.
Okay. 5.
5. Wow, nice. Yeah.
5.
10.
I have 14.
14 damage. Wow. Hold on. I'm gonna see if you guys killed this one. Okay, yeah. So the force of your missiles, like you see, the drake is like kind of scurrying about. It's fighting a giant stinky bear, and it lunges on top of you, Nina, because you're large. And then your missiles just kind of go, and the creature just slumps and is dead.
Did it!
Falling to the ground. You guys did it! Woo!
Yay, dead guy. Now we gotta find out what's going on the other side of that fucking cloud.
Don't worry about it though.
Did you dissipate your cloud?
No.
Oh wait,
It's still
can I
there.
see fog cloud? Because you might have to concentrate to keep
Oh,
it
yeah,
up.
is it
I don't
concentration?
think so. It says it just stays there until it either
So
goes away or
I'm once
there's
again
wind.
Down to
It lasts for the
spell slot,
duration.
but-
Oh yeah, you're right. So
Okay.
never mind. You
So
still have
unless
a
we've
big...
been fighting for an hour.
No,
No.
no.
This went rather quickly.
There's just
Yeah,
a big
you guys-
stinky
wow.
pahokee cloud.
I didn't realize I was gonna vaporize too quick.
Yes, they're gone.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have wasted a spell slot.
Oh god, I keep realizing that the more I come up with like traits for Pahokee, a little bit more it just sounds like a little weed nugget.
Weed nugget?
Kind of skunky smelling,
So
small.
how does my
ghillie
Song
suit
of
kinda
Rest-
look.
She's a druid of the wind.
How does my
it's fine.
Song of Rest work?
Oh, whenever you guys take is it a short or a long rest? You know?
I don't know. You have the book.
Yeah, I need the book
What
then.
do I require on a short rest? Hang on.
Because I know you won't get your spells back, but there's some. Where's the?
Oh, I only used one spell slot, so I'm still okay. I still have
Yeah.
2.
Do you have the player's handbook, Dina?
I do
I
not.
got one back because I have
I
some
do.
points now.
Yeah.
I used Dissonant Whisper, and then Dissonant Whisper is basically just Vicious
Ow.
Mockery.
Damn it! I should have just lightning lured that guy.
Oh yeah, you
Oh.
pull it forward. Yeah.
No.
It's a cantrip. Oh well.
Yeah.
So
I think it's any rest. That's what I was trying to remember.
But
with
how does it
Spartacus.
work? I know I roll a d6. I wrote that in my notes.
Yeah.
But I only wrote Song of
Let's,
Rest d6.
Let's take a look at Song of Rest for you.
the battle's over, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are
They're all
Murgatorians.
dead.
We're
We're
gonna keep it-
great.
Yeah.
You're a big stinky bear.
I'm gonna stay the stinky bear for a minute because I got good
So
sniffies.
during any short rest or long rest, or because a long rest assumes that you'll get all your hit points back. So during a short rest, everybody gets an extra D6 hit points back.
Oh,
Sick.
okay.
So if you guys take an hour to like rest, then you all
Well, I
heal
don't
6
want
points.
to yet.
And
D6.
okay, well,
What are
none
the
of us took
rules?
any hits.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys actually
I
did
took
real
a
well.
hit.
It's fine. He's
Yeah.
okay.
I lost
Oh,
6
yeah,
whole
you-
hit points as a bear.
As a bear.
As
And
a
so
bear.
Which
just
means
like
you're fine. Quick question.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't matter after
Okay,
the long
so
rest.
it's not. So I don't really need to worry
Yeah,
about
yeah.
using that
You
right
guys actually
now.
did
No.
pretty good. You guys kind of came out on
Yeah,
stage.
because a little
after
bit
much
banged
screaming
up.
and flailing.
Is it a short rest or a long rest to restore spell slots? It's a long
It's a
rest,
long
right?
rest, yeah. It's a long rest, yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the battle clears out. The last, the monsters are dead, and then you see that you see Morzello kind of like messing with his pack a bit.
Roar! I gesture to him.
Before I go talk to him, I'm gonna. Can I look and see if there's anything left of those 2 kobolds? I kind of.
Oh yeah, like their stuff is still there, but their bodies are like shredded.
All right. Can we
look
loot
for
their
stuff?
Can we?
Yeah,
loot-
if you guys want to loot the bodies, yeah.
What do we roll for that?
Oh no, you guys can just. I'll just let you, go up to the corpse and pick up the stuff.
okay.
Yeah. So what you guys find?
Just for funsies.
Roar!
It's not good.
I did good. 17.
12.
You guys find
the quote unquote
Bodies.
The bodies, yeah.
Eggs, we're just looting the splatter.
You guys don't find too much interesting stuff. You guys find 6 javelins, real javelins.
Okay.
Not like makeshift javelins.
Do we find any more of those interesting little badges?
Yes, each of them. So there are. You guys killed what? 3 kobolds?
We killed 3 kobolds.
Yeah.
There were 2
Each of them
over
have
here.
a black scale on them, like a little black scale badge. Like, that's what we're gonna call those.
Are they the same as the ones that our friends have?
So they are the same shape. They're the same size, but the symbol on them is different.
Okay, so this is...
The symbol on them is distinctly different.
Okay. So, can I take mine and show it to Brule, because he's closer to me, and ask if this is the symbol of that other kobold group?
As you kind of pick up and motion like towards them, you hear Marzello call out, like, "I need your help! I've expended all of my powers!" Kind of motions for you guys to come over.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna let V talk to Brule, and I'm gonna go walk over to him. I guess,
Yeah, and I'm gonna just, see if
I'm gonna go
Brule
blah
knows.
blah blah as a bear over to Marcello.
You wander over to Marzello.
Alright, I'm hanging out with the shorties.
Okay,
for a
so
sec.
we'll start with you, and then we'll go like kind of clockwise, just because it'll all be happening during the same times.
Yeah.
Let me give you guys the loot before we go too far. So you guys have the 3 scales, the different symbols. By now, you guys can discern that this is probably the Withermuck
Okay, so
scale.
this is the Withermuck.
I
So
wrote
these are
2
Withermucks.
scales from these 2 over here.
Okay.
I figured
Yeah.
you were gonna get that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take one of them.
Okay.
In total, they have 17 silver on them.
Okay.
Cool. So we've got some silver.
Yeah, 6 javelins, 17 silver, 2 daggers, and like a backpack. One of them has a backpack that's still intact. The one that wasn't destroyed with sonic energy. So if you guys need an extra backpack, you have one. So nothing crazy interesting.
Okay. Well, I wasn't gonna search anyway because Hoagie would not think of it.
So so sorry, we're gonna start with Serrata.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
say 6 silver, 5.
Okay.
If she's not looking, but we'll still give her 5 silver.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you approach. Ka is kind of like, very hyped right now.
He's just
Both of
like,
them kind of look over at you. Yeah, because it just killed a guard drake.
I mean, heck yeah.
Yeah, good for him, Ka.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
looks up at you. They're both like, yes, yes.
Yeah. So I'll take out the scale and said, so this is with the our attackers there. Does this belong to the Withermuck tribe that you mentioned?
They kind of like, they look at each other and they kind of nod and go, bad kobolds. They take treasure from us. They take treasure from royal families. We protected it. But they take it. Greedy bad.
Okay.
You guys wander over to Morzello, who is now he's taken off his kind of like ghillie suit. You see that he's actually like a sort of a handsome like elvish fellow who's older but not like crazy old because he's elves age slower. But he's wearing kind of a green he's wearing like a green robes. He has a large like gnarled shillelagh behind him with a bunch of beads tied to it. But you see that he's motioning with
tied to it?
beads.
Okay.
Beads with beads. With beads. No.
I was imagining like a staff with all these little bees like leashed to it, being like,
Listen, that gives
They're
me an
just
idea for
flying
something.
in circles.
Yeah.
Or just sounds
Yeah,
like a
so-
chainsaw, but it's just bees.
Similar to you, he wears like a big pack that covers his face and whatnot. But now he's taking his pack off and he pulls it open and he reveals like a sickly looking kobold inside.
No!
The kobold looks to be like poisoned from a large gashing wound to it. To its abdomen.
Sorry, I just realized you're wearing the shirt I made you.
I like it. He kind of looks up to you and says, unfortunately, I've expended all of my magics. You wouldn't happen to have any healing draughts on you?
We got potions.
Or did you not?
Spells are easy. He basically says, spells, items, I don't care. We gotta keep this fellow alive.
I do have no.
Is it a cantrip or a spell?
I have
spell.
to, but I just hand him. I go brrr, and just sort of like
I have a
tip
healing
over my backpack.
spell, but I also have
Your stuff
the
was
two.
out?
Yeah.
Healing
Oh,
potions.
well,
my
sorry.
potions.
I have 2 healing potions.
Okay, you have
Well,
two.
I think-
But I'm all the way
hang on,
back
sorry.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, sorry, 1 second. So your bag transforms into you when you wild shape. So you have to unwild shape to get
Well,
to
I'm
your
not gonna
stuff.
do that.
That's okay. I got it. I'll pull out
Yeah.
one of my healing.
Okay.
Okay, because
he-
I'm over here with these
yeah.
two guys.
He
so.
takes it and
Down one.
pours it onto the poor little kobold.
Okay, so I'm guessing I'm done with my conversation over here, so I'm sure we're gonna head that direction.
Yeah. You guys note that there's another kobold. As you guys turn
We can
to
see that.
Yeah. You can turn to see it. Marzello is holding up the young kobold's face, and he starts to pour the potion into his side. The wound starts to close some, but you see that like the strange whatever venom or something is in his system is keeping the wound still open. He doesn't look. Marzello kind of like shakes his head a little bit. Poor fella's not going to make it very much longer. You guys wouldn't have to have a healer's kit on you, would you?
Do I have a healer?
Does anybody have a healer's kit?
Not.
Herb kit?
I have a mess kit.
I have druid kit, but
That's for like foraging, so you have an herbalism kit.
I mean,
Yeah, the only thing I've got is spells. I've
the
got
only thing I can
spells,
do is
but I
be a
can't
bear
have them.
and go.
But I don't have any
"Brum,
spells.
brum."
Oh no, because I'm like,
Like I don't know if I can spell as a bear.
You can't.
Not
there you go.
in battle.
I'm currently
No,
a
you
bear.
can use your spells
I can
whenever you
deep
want.
Yeah, you can
Just
use your
it as
spells
a spell
anytime.
slot.
It's a spell. Yeah, just use
Yeah.
the spell slot.
Okay.
So you can cast like the cure wounds on it if you want.
Would it work though? 'Cause of the poison?
It would help him regain hit points, but it's not going to stop the poison yet.
Okay, because I also have detect magic.
Oh, that might work.
But because if it's a magic venom, I could probably identify what it is, but that wouldn't necessarily help him much.
Oh, you want to try it?
I should have gotten something.
No, I can't use that.
I should have asked
I'm
what's
trying
her
to
face if she had anti-venom or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and I was like,
I got nothing. I can feed him.
Because the thing is, like, well, if I can figure out what it is, it doesn't mean I can do anything about it. Because,
No, but I mean, like, there's other people here too. They might be able to help. So if you want to try it, please.
Okay. I'm trying to think about what else do I have here.
Yeah.
Unless I could. No, that wouldn't work. I was like, I could try and cauterize the wound maybe, but I don't think I can do that.
It's the poison's doing the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it seems
gonna
to be
go
a-
ahead and cast detect magic to see if I can identify what exactly is poisoning.
I'm gonna let you do this because I think it's cool. It's a magical wound.
Okay.
It seems to be some sort of. It seems like he was stabbed by some sort of ethereal, venomous, magical thing.
So it was bit by a magic snake.
Yeah, you can determine that it is some sort of like magical wound that's staying
Okay, so it's a
open.
magic.
Yeah.
So it's a
But-
poison.
I
But
have
yeah,
spell magic.
but know with that knowledge, you guys might be able to stabilize him, although he might not be healthy enough to help fight at the time.
Can I try a medicine check?
Oh yeah, please try a medicine check.
yeah.
Yeah, try to
Can I do that?
stabilize. Yeah, actually, if you guys all want to work together, you guys can combine your roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still a bear, but I'll do it.
That's 20 total. I got an 18.
Oh, okay.
What
What did you get?
20.
20.
18.
18.
Plus
Okay. Plus
whatever
your
you got for
medicine.
medicine.
Medicine. Medicine. 2, so that's 20.
We both got 20.
Okay, so you guys have 40. Nina?
I rolled a 3. And then my medicine is wisdom, but I don't have it checked off, so I don't get the +3.
No. You. So the checks give you your proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Your stat bonus will still apply.
Okay, so
So
I get
48.
So
you guys.
Okay.
Well,
You're having
okay.
a hard time
Okay.
'cause
So
you're currently a bear.
the biggest thing is that because you guys don't have like an actual healer's kit, I made the DC really high.
Okay.
But through knowledge and perseverance, you guys all managed to like get together and together like wrapped up the poor little kobold's wounds. He seems to have been stabilized. The skunk ape is tending to the wounds right now,
He's
and
just
Marcelo
holding him.
also helped. So yes,
There's no medicine well.
Yeah, she's just
You're
just holding him.
yeah. You see
We
the
can
kobold
use
kind
her
of like.
stench of smelling
Yeah.
salts to wake him up.
Perfect.
You note that this kobold has probably stabilized a little bit because instead of panting, the smelling salts from your scent awaken it. No.
No,
But-
sorry. That's,
But
that was a
it seems to
Serrano
have
thought, not a
calmed the
me
breathing of the kobold. Ka and Brule approach and go, Joxy! It's Joxy! they try to shake Joxy awake, but Joxy's kind of like still like relatively unconscious.
okay, so it's
Marcel, yeah.
Maybe don't shake. Maybe
It's
don't
like
shake.
don't. It's like don't jostle him. He's still injured.
It's Joxy! Joxy, smart!
Joxy. Okay, Joxy.
Joxy!
How do you spell that?
Joxxi.
J-O-X-X-I.
Joxy.
That's what I thought.
Joxy.
Like Moxie, but with a J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Joxy. He kobold inventor.
Inventor. Impressive.
What?
Marzello looks really pleased and says, "Oh, thank you guys. This poor fellow came out of the swamp works just a couple days ago, pursued by a bunch of these drakelings. I managed to evade most of them, but without your help, we could have been in a sticky situation. He kind of smiles. He kind of stands up, pulls out his pocket watch, clicks it a few times.
God damn it.
And then puts it away. Says, don't worry about it. Says, so, what brings you to the forest?
Well, we're partially looking for you, actually. We came from Ravencrest Hills. They employed us to try and help with the Kobold incursions they've been having. Which is how we met our two friends here.
Yes, I noticed that there's a few kobolds that aren't as bitey as the other ones.
Ka and Brule have proven very helpful to us. They're taking us to speak with Skrillic.
Skrillic? He shrugs. Okay. He doesn't really know him.
Says it's he's their leader. We're trying to ascertain what they're after here. Apparently there's something in Ravencrest Hills they've been looking for.
And it seems as if that this other tribe of, as you put it, more bitey kobolds are interested in the same thing, but they're a bit more,
bitey.
Yeah.
Well, bitey. That makes a lot of sense. I stumbled upon a kobold encampment sometime in my adventures through the swamp, but they were friendly at that time. Unfortunately, newcomers have arrived, and they're the bitey ones. He kind of...
Can I take out the scale that I've got and say, do you recognize this at all?
He kind of tilts his head like, sorry, I'm afraid I'm not much into kobold politics.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Have you encountered anything strange in this swamp? We've been hearing laughing and hearing tales of gnolls.
Yes. Windkeep sent me out just to scout the areas and to find them. I ran into some packs of hyenas in the woods. They're roaming about. Not normal for this area. They come far and wide, so it's very strange. But I suspect some gnolls are in the area. Bad gnolls. Strong gnolls. They're causing a bit of agitation with the local wildlife. Scared off most of the creatures here. In fact, he kind of pauses for a moment, and the silence of the forest is like, see? Quite frightening. These...
I'm going to tell Emil to come.
Oh, yeah. Emil flutters down, yeah.
And then I'll say, I'm going to ask him, I was like, do you know much about was it the nobleman that bought land just past the swamp?
Sullamore's grave is what you're asking for. Adventurers always do when they find me in the woods.
Well, we heard mention of it from Benzie.
Yes, Benzie. Then you have been to town. He kind of loosens up a little bit. You can feel that he was a little bit tense before, but now feels a little bit on the level with y'all. Yeah. He says, yes. Well past the swamps, there's a small estate. It was built on a rise overlooking it. A man named Sullamore, some 22 years back? I'm not sure, but him and his daughter moved into the area. Since, though, some bad magics went down, and let's just say that I've had to deal with a lot of angry spirits in the area because of it. It's not a fun ordeal, but I tend to not venture much towards that estate, shall we call it. Some bad magic.
Have you seen anything like this? And I'm going to pull the infernal stone.
Oh, he
sort
of winces a little bit, says, oh dear. That approaches it slowly and kind of examines it for a second. Says, that's a corrupted elf stone, it looks like.
We found 2 of them.
Two?
Yeah, I'll pull mine out, and so I'm holding it.
He can communicate to you in Druidic, so you can comprehend it. So he says, yes. This is going to sound strange, but long ago the ancient wood elves would build gates here from arcane infused stones. They called them elf gates, but these ones that you have look to be the same design, but that writing is not of the woodland world, shall we say. He's you're not sure when he had it, but he has pulled out his shillelagh and is kind of almost hiding behind it.
Yeah,
a little bit.
We'll put those away now.
Be very careful. If you encounter any elf gates here, they have been corrupted. The forest creatures are crying out in deep, deep agony. And it's made traveling through this area hard. and not pleasant.
Animals
have become-
nods and goes brah brah brah, and it's
Brah,
basically
brah,
the man. Pahokee knows.
Pahokee understands.
Pahokee understands.
Be careful of the woodland life. They are all agitated, put on edge by the sudden arrival of the gnolls and hyenas. The laughter is causing them a bit of madness, but also the corruption of the elf gates is not a beautiful way for the spirits to wander.
Wow, there's a lot of shit going on in this forest.
Yeah. Is there a way to purify the stones at all?
He kind of sits back
Or
and
deactivate them, maybe?
you deactivate them by removing the parts of the gate. He motions towards
So we've deactivated
yeah.
2 gates.
So 2
Or we have 2 parts to a gate.
Yeah.
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 He mentions that's either that or you have parts to 1 gate.
Yeah.
Trust me, whatever was happening at the Sullomore estate was not good. I have to assume that those stones are somehow related to the estate. I'm afraid I don't have much more than that. I've only traveled through the swamps. I tend to not venture in the realm of arcane much.
Alright, well...
Pahokee understands.
I'm going to ask him about the swamp hags, because I'm actually going to...
Oh, yeah, let's get into the swamp.
Yeah, it's like, so I hear that the swamp hags have disappeared. Have they just fled their home, or something more sinister happened to them?
Ooh. Make a persuasion check. Let's have you do a little diplomacy on this one.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Not well. That's a 5.
5.
No, wait, sorry. 6.
6.
So,
He
6.
He kind of ponders for a second. He says, "Listen, I don't mean to alarm you, but some of them have fled, and others were not so lucky. The gnolls seem to have gotten to them, dragged them off to some sort of cave. It seems as though they're preparing for something big that I don't like.
They're gonna eat him.
That's not good.
To give you an idea, gnolls do not take prisoners often, but this is the first time I've seen many gnolls take creatures alive.
That sounds bad.
They're using their life force energy.
So we must continue onward, says Pahokee and Bear. Barbs.
She just sounds like the parents from the Peanuts.
So,
Okay.
from what I can
Almost 5.
gather, more and more, it sounds like these gnolls are a problem.
The gnolls are the real issue. The other kobolds, they're fighting in the woods, but these gnolls seem to be taking the opportunity to move in, shall we say.
Yes. I just think that...
I guess I'm going to propose to the group, either we can continue with Khan and go talk to the Kobold, or maybe ask if they can stay with their injured friend, and then we can look for the gnolls.
Well, the Knoll encampment is past the swamp, so we'll have to pass through the swamp regardless.
Is it past this one?
Yeah,
So I would suggest that we go through anyway, just to see if we can get any more information from Skrillik. And also see if maybe our young friend, Jaxie? Jaxie's friends back home can potentially do something about this wound. He's fine for now, but he's definitely not going to continue to be fine if this wound is not treated.
Marcelo
That
kind
makes
of
a lot more
nods.
sense. Alright.
So Bear turns to Marcel. So, we need Joxy? Or do you need him with you? Or do you need a...
Or do you want to...
Come with us?
You were saying you needed him.
Make
Should we
a
leave him
persuasion check, Nita.
Oh, okay. I am a bear.
Yeah, you are a bear. I'll give you advantage for being a bear.
I got 11.
Advantage means roll 2d20 and take the higher of the two.
Okay. And then...
19!
Oh!
Hey!
What'd you get total?
And what is persuasion? It is. It's just,
Persuasion is
charisma. No, because...
Charisma.
Just
plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a +3, so it's 19, 18. Yeah.
He looks at
22.
you, says,
22.
I'm not going to join you on this because I am a fear of the dark magics, but I have a friend who lives out here that we can crash at. He loves me. He picks up, he wraps up Joxy in his little pack and puts him back on his back. He says, "Come, I'll show you a secret."
Okay. I'm gonna say that if getting to the friend's house is probably gonna be a good place to stop because it's almost 5 and I really do need to steal some more of those masks.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Also, just because he did a good job and I'm very proud of him, I'm gonna give Ka another scale.
Ooh, Ka looks very pleased. Puts the scale on his eyelid. There we go.
He's got like one little gold brow.
He's got a little bronze brow and a little bronze nose. Yeah, it's so cute.
Aw, he's doing his best.
All right.
He's learning.
So, you guys kind of take a moment to pick up your things and whatnot and leave the corpses behind.
Is there any point in looting the drakes?
If you guys want to carve out some meat from them or anything, or take their horns, or I don't know.
I'll take a drake horn.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, pop off a horn.
Yeah.
I think maybe. Well, I don't suppose I have the thing secure meat, and I don't have the time, so never mind.
No, that's why I'm just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, curing meat takes too long. No,
Yeah,
but
you'd have
a horn or a claw would be good.
Yeah. Oh, you can take a few claws. Here, roll a d20.
No, I'm not gonna be that gross. Never mind.
Take scales.
No, I was gonna have a
Eyeball.
Emil take one of his eyes.
Yeah.
Do it.
If you want.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Road snack.
Let's see how many
Actually,
claws.
yeah.
13.
I'll let
13.
Emil take an eyeball.
Okay.
Yum, 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 yum.
Emil goes down and just plucks out an eyeball and like.
And you're just like, ew.
Oh.
Okay.
So you take a moment, like you guys take about 10 minutes or so, and you kind of like you don't really have the tools for it, but so you yank out a few claws. You end up actually with like 3 claws that are in pretty good shape.
Okay.
So you have 3 drake claws, and both of you guys are able to like pull off the drake horns. So you guys each have a drake horn.
I'm just gonna stand back and be like, oh! He's just ripping out horns. I'm just
Yeah.
like, ah!
You
As a
can, I
bear.
mean, you can eat it if you want to.
I could, but I'm. Just,
You can
I
totally
mean,
take a couple good mouthfuls of flesh.
I am at -6 health point, or not -6. I did lose 6 health points. I mean,
You can take a bite out of some drake meat.
Take a couple big old
how does
bear
it
mouthfuls.
smell?
It
Better
smells.
than me?
I mean, definitely better than you. Yeah.
Ah, whatever. I'll go ahead and eat it. And they ripped off the horns anyway.
You begin feasting on a little bit of the meat. It actually takes a lot of effort to kind of dig through. I don't know if you guys know lizard meat is pretty rough.
Why worry about food when you have a druid?
Yeah.
And this druid's not particularly,
I am doing what is right.
He's doing great. We're fine.
yeah.
All right. So Marzello, you see him like kind of like lean down. He grabs a bunch of like bushes and twigs, and then like grabs a few berries, like mashes them all in his hand, and then goes up to each of you and like slaps you with like a weird gooey like hand,
Uruk-hai handprint.
and puts it on all of you. Says, "All right, that way we won't get separated." He kind of smiles and then like puts on his backpack and says, "Hang on." And he takes a step forward, and you see him pass through a tree, and then all of you are teleported with him a few times. It's really uncomfortable at first, and your stomach is upturned a
I
little
was
bit.
like, oh my character's definitely gonna barf.
Says, "Don't worry, it'll only be about 10 more jumps to get to where we're going." So he basically forest strides you several times, and you guys are like zipping through like the forest in a weird, crazy fashion. Doing so, you guys like during the blurs of motion, you see like fairies and pixies all dancing around you in a weird, strange fashion. You're basically kind of going in and out of the Feywild in the loose fields that he can find. So that allows him to forest stride.
Yeah,
basically. So he's like,
this is like 10 league boots.
Okay, I'm just checking. Emil can follow, right?
yeah, Emil is with
on
you.
your horn.
Yeah, Emil actually is kind of just used to it. Because you said the origin.
he's a Fey, that's right.
Emil's a Fey origin, so Emil is actually just going at normal. But you're basically kind of like woof, woof, and then finally, whoosh, it all spits you out, like rolling down a short little hill.
My character immediately finds a bush and throws it.
Yeah, you're.
That was...
I managed not to vomit, but I'm not.
I'm gonna de-bear because it just doesn't feel right anymore.
that was incredibly unpleasant.
Yeah.
I
You
want
guys
to go again.
awake.
I'm gonna look at Emil like, oh God, you'd go through this all the time.
The weird. You're very dizzy. You're all staring kind of upward at the sky. It's still a nice soft morning. It's only been like maybe like 30 minutes. But it looks as though you were on the edge of the forest, which would have been like a 2-day journey. But now you guys are at the edge. The sound of a nice, soft, rolling stream can be heard off in the distance. And the smell of apples actually permeates through the air.
Oh,
the whiskey man.
Pointing up a small hill rise are about 2 rows of apple trees that lead to a small farmhouse overlooking the river. Next to the farmhouse is a compact barn where the calls of chickens, cows, and a rooster can be heard. Some goats can also be seen kind of struggling about, and you guys kind of hear the ringing of a cowbell as you see a familiar figure off in the distance kind of ringing it and shouting,
That motherfucker.
"It's feeding time!"
Oh my god, it's the one thing I didn't write down.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I believe it's like this is our the whiskey man.
Yeah.
I think it's fine if we
so
don't remember his
Marzello kind of stands up. He looks pretty good. He says, "Oh, excellent. Petey's back. Come on."
It's fucking
Fucking
It's Petey.
That's right.
They're like, oh yes, we met Petey.
Oh yeah. Have you tried his whiskey?
We have. Well, I would say I've tasted
I
it.
haven't.
It's pretty
I've-
good.
I've
it tastes
tasted
like rat.
Pahokee enjoyed it
I love
quite
it.
Yeah.
thoroughly.
Oh, I don't
calls
know if I
it-
mentioned this, but as a note, Torn doesn't drink alcohol.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's drinking water.
You don't say it out loud, but maybe some of you guys have noticed that alcohol
Well,
has
I
not
said
been
no,
anything.
so
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, I said the no out loud.
Yeah, no, I tasted it. I was like, yes, because I'm like, I tried it, but that was it. But yeah, I was like, Pahokee quite thoroughly
Quite
enjoys his,
It's good stuff.
The rot apple whiskey is what it's
Yeah.
called.
Delicious.
You remember
Pahokee and our kobold friends here enjoyed it quite a lot. 'Cause
popular amongst the hags.
Makes sense to me.
see
They
why.
got
He
good
kind of like
taste.
motions, and you guys are like start to like walk up to the little farmstead. It's right on the edge of the river that splits in front of the
Okay.
Hag Mother
river
Swamp.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you guys are kind of going out, you guys are kind of like in a nice little grassy field. There's like a river. There's a stone bridge that crosses over the river, and before you leads into a massive like swampy area. You see the tangle and the bramble of the swamp just jutting outward, and then beyond that is clearly what is called Rose Queen Mountain, a large green, massive mountainscape that kind of like spans off into the distance to like areas unknown, basically.
I have a question, Petey.
Oh,
Pahokee yells.
Petey like looks up, and is like, "What?" He pulls out his crossbow. He's like, "Nobody's stealing any more of my ale."
No, I mean, market price?
Mark, you're here to trade? Where are you? Show yourselves.
Market price!
Can you not see this?
You guys are covered by some of the apple trees right now, and he's been feeding his animals. So he's kind of like in his little farm area. There's like a little fence, there's a small barn, and you see his little townhouse.
Pahokee, I
and
don't
his
believe he can see
brewery
you.
area.
You have to get close.
Fine, he can hear me!
Marcella, would you like to like say hello?
Oh no, you guys are doing great. Marcelo stands back and he's like, he has this pleasant smile on.
Market price!
Can I just prod Marcello with one of my claws until he moves?
Marcelo's like, fine. But by now you see Petey is rolling out a
I
barrel.
just like let
and
one
he's like,
claw out, just point.
Petey has rolled out a barrel and is now standing on top of it, trying to figure out where the noise is coming from. He's like, "I've got market price right here." He loads the crossbow.
Oh, he's got it! He knows what we mean! Poke's just gonna run.
You run out, and he says, "Oh." He hops down and says, "Well, you should have told me it was you." He throws the crossbow to the
was
ground,
waiting for
and then you hear the
you.
he tosses his crossbow to the side. The crossbow shoots, and then like breaks one of his windows, and he doesn't pay any mind to it. Just says, "Hello, market price, 150 gold for an entire barrel."
Oh.
The barrel's
Well, I
probably
certainly
bigger.
don't have that market price.
Petey looks really disappointed. Says, I don't understand."
I'll take it, though.
What? Pahokee, we don't have that much gold.
He shakes your hand. He tries to
He tries to get his hand
he
back.
tries to get his hand back from you. He says, Yes, I know. I remember you. You're the kobolds from town."
I mean, no? But okay.
We did protect you from those kobolds in town, yes.
"Oh, yes, I sort of remember this."
Wait, though. How did you get here? It was a 2-day journey, and we only got here through magic. You were there yesterday.
Yes. He motions over to a large hog with a saddle.
That's great.
This this makes sense.
That's
I have
Hampshire.
no more questions.
Hampshire.
That's Hampshire, my trusty old steed. I actually do have Hampshire. It's a giant boar that he rides.
That's cute.
That is cute.
He's you guys all kind of gather at this point. He kind of shakes his head. He says, "Oh dear," and he counts each of you. He says, "Oh, wait out here. I'll get dinner ready." He slumps inside, and
on the porch. Are we waiting on the porch?
he turns and says, "You can come in." He has a human-sized house. You notice that there's like a brewing station kind of connected to his house.
It's a weird group to have come through here. I just realized.
Oh yeah.
Says, come in. Please take off your shoes when you enter, Merzello. He says specifically to Merzello.
Because
you
the
know
rest
that
of us-
The
Merzello.
rest of us
Yeah.
are gonna look at our feet
Yeah.
like,
We just wipe our feet.
just kick
Merzello has really dirty, like gross-looking boots on, to which he takes off to reveal really dirty feet. And then Petey kind of like shakes his head and says, "I will wash you first." Takes a barrel of water and starts splashing it on people's feet.
yeah, okay.
Nobody wears shoes anymore.
I don't know if you've noticed, but not a lot would fit me.
He shakes his head.
I'm
Whatever,
just
come in.
accept this.
You guys all kind of pile into his house. He has a nice, pleasant little living space. Think of like a sort of a grandmother-style house. I imagine that a lot of halflings kind of have
Little
quaint
grandma-y.
little houses. He sets out tea for everybody, and then realizes that he only has like tea settings for like 2 people, and then groans and pulls out like wooden like flagons and fills it with tea.
I take one of those.
Hands them out to everybody. The
Oh,
kobolds
take one of
don't really
those.
understand the tea.
Oh yeah, we're here for a reason. That guy's dying.
Petey throws his hands up and says, "There's no peace left in the forest!" He stands up, he wanders over, and says, "I don't have any healer's kits, but I do have a few potions to give." The kobold, he kind of, feeds the kobold more potions of healing, and then kind of examines the wounds and says, "Ooh, that looks nasty."
It looks really weird. I don't know what it is. I should know.
It
It
doesn't-
looks suspicious.
It doesn't seem to be healing correctly.
No, Petey kind of shakes his head, like, "Nothing whiskey can't fix either. Damn." He puts back a bottle of his whiskey. He just sits down and says, "What? Why are you all in my place?"
That
Gonna
guy's
play
dying.
Morzello.
Yeah, well, I'll just look at Morzello.
Marzello, you see that Marzello has picked up the kobold and has taken him to one of the guest beds and put him in the guest bed. And you see Petey like kind of reach out to say to resist at first, but then kind of just goes, "Damn, I've only got enough beds for 3 people."
It's
I
okay.
can sleep outside.
It's like I prefer trees. I'll actually sleep on the roof.
I like this.
I have a
There's
bed.
no peace.
I get so excited about the roof.
I have a bedroll. I can sleep outside.
Yeah, and my
Or on
character
floor.
likes up. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he's got like
A loft or something.
a loft, or straight up just even like when they have the crossbars below the ceiling.
Yeah,
like, straight
yeah,
up,
yeah.
just like a cat, just all 4 limbs draped over the sides.
Oh, I like that.
I like that too, actually.
Just like a pillow and
just
Good
yeah.
enough.
just some scraps of furniture.
Well,
see-
I mean,
So as you guys are piling in, and as you guys kind of are making yourself comfortable, he's offering you just tea and snacks and stuff like that. And every time the kobolds start touching things, he's like backing up people, trying to get them not to touch his stuff. But he's still trying to be a pleasant neighbor.
But
I'm going to... Sorry. I had an idea. I'm going to call over Ka and Brule.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pull out my my dragon bone horn
Oh,
with me. This is probably a bad idea. But I kind of want to show it to them and kind of get their impression of what they think of it. I'm trying to keep them entertained by giving them something new.
oh, okay.
and I see
You
this
see
thing, and I'm like,
Bone horn.
Whoa.
and
That's
obviously, I want a
fascinating.
dragon
Whoa.
horn for my reasons as well.
well, no, I
As
think
you
I was
pull
like,
out-
oh,
I can't
that's
have it. I'm just showing it.
Yes,
well,
I
no,
know.
my thing, but for me, it's like, oh, that's interesting. I've heard about
Yeah.
the classic dragon
horn. Yeah, bone horn.
I was like, ooh.
You pull it out, and immediately, like, a crowd of the individuals kind of crowd around. Ooh, like the two kobolds. Yeah,
Right.
the two kobolds
I
are like
was standing like kind of
They-
nearby, but not right up, just kind of watching.
The
Just
two
like,
kobolds rush over to Joxy, and they kind of like try to wake up Joxy, and they're pointing at the horn. Joxy is still like bedridden, and Jockey kind of eventually starts to crack its eyes open and goes, Joxy. It says, it's like, but he like looks around. He's like, oh, hey, Ka, hey, Ka, Brule.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
They exchange like they put their palms to each other, and then they like pull out their badges and kind of show each other, and then slip them away again.
They're adorable.
Joxy kind of like sits up, but you see that Joxy's still in a lot of pain. But it's not. It doesn't seem to be dying now. At least Joxy looks around and says, "Where's Skillick? What happened? Did we make it?" He looks over to Marzello. Marzello kind of like sadly like shakes his head, and Joxy goes, "Oh no!
Oh no!
What happened?"
That's actually my question
Yeah.
too, Morzilla. What happened?
Ugh. So Marzello kind of sits down with some of the tea and kind of leans there into like a chair nearby the bed. Just
Okay.
starts kind of sipping it. Yeah.
You want to look at it?
Oh, so a small contingent of kobolds just burst from the swamp and ran across that bridge over there. I happen to be hanging out with good old Petey here. Petey like throws his hands up and like, "There's not enough plates." Says, and unfortunately, a lot of them got cut down by some of those drakelings out there.
No.
This fella and two others made it out. I don't know what happened to the others, but I found this poor fellow poisoned in the edge of the forest, so tried to pick him up and take him as far away as I could.
Sorry, I was just like, by taking Ka and Brule, like, kind of captive, we probably saved their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening. The kobolds don't like to speak with me very much, but they seem to be smitten with you lot.
There seems
He kind
to
of
be.
like toasts to you all, like sips joyfully at his teeth. He like reaches for some like bugs and stuff, sort of munching on them.
Oh, good bug.
Good bug.
Good bug.
Man.
I see.
Okay, well,
it seems
so
like they
is
want
the-
to fight.
Is Skillick still there?
Skillick? Skillick stay behind at camp. Gnolls come. Big gnolls. Big gnolls. They come. They bring their dogs. Big dogs. They bite and they tear. They take many alive. But me escape with friends. But me only one left. But then find other friends. And motioning over to Ka and Brule.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Why are they so cute? Why are they so sad? Why are they so squishy?
They're sad because they are squishy.
Well,
Joxy looks up though and says, me speak stronger than others. Me inventor. Create many traps. Line great swamp with traps to stop bad mans.
Oh yes, we can ask him some more questions.
how did it work good?
Me thinks so. Me's captured many skunks to fight them with.
Oh, wait.
Yes, traps have many skunks, bees, scorpions, and bunnies.
Question.
The 4 greatest foes.
I don't understand.
Did
How
I
did they
interact at all
get in?
with kobold traps so that I have any, like...
No, you're not
Damn it.
sure that you understand what he's saying.
You're like, oh no, he's a crazy inventor. So I'm going to ask. So he said that Skrillex stayed behind when they got
Skunk,
attacked.
Great. Yes.
Got it.
He great leader. He leader of Strongwind. You hear Brule and Ka gasp like, no. They go, Strongwind tribe. Where's Strongwing?
Yeah.
I
Strong
see,
wings.
I see.
Strong wing or strong...
Strongwing, yeah. Strongwing.
That's weird, because that other guy had the wings, and you guys don't have wings.
He says, oh, wing kobolds called Urds. They born special, blessed by dragon gods.
Oh.
They become leaders. We follow them. Except for the bad ones.
Okay, so is it safe to assume that Skrillex has wings?
You can probably assume so, yeah.
Now, was this one riding the Drake have wings?
Yes.
Okay.
This one had full on like dragon
So he would
wings.
have
Yeah.
been the full one.
Yeah.
So he would have been the leader of the
Yeah.
other tribe. Okay. So, I'm going to see if this little guy knows anything about their missing treasure and why they're looking for it in the town.
Oh, okay. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You guys are doing a lot of persuasions. Yeah.
It's half of conversations.
19.
Oh, okay.
Plus, hold on. 23.
Okay. You see Joxy kind of look over at Ka and Brule. The two of them kind of like exchange a glance between themselves and then sort of nod knowingly. Yes, treasure. You want to know what we protect before they come? It.
Yes.
Ancient stones from a long time ago.
Did you say 8 or it?
Ancient stones.
Stone, right?
No, not. He stops for a second. Says, "No, bad stones are different. We protect dragon eggs. Ancient stones."
As Pahokee is screaming, I'm gonna pull out the stone that I've got in my pocket and show it to him and say, "Are these the bad stones?"
Those are bad stones. We protect dragon eggs from bad stones.
Can I?
Dragon eggs. Okay.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I know what he's talking about?
Sure. Make a knowledge nature check. Let's have you make a knowledge.
For
It's advantage. Yeah. Or
To
nature
see-
or arcana actually.
To see if I know what he's talking about. Well, I'm my
dragon
Fuck.
eggs.
Natural one.
Wow.
I
Okay.
have no idea.
Can I roll to see if I know what he's talking about?
You think that the dragon you're not sure that you heard him say dragon eggs, but now you're not sure what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You've confused yourself.
Okay.
Dragon eggs like eggs from dragons.
Dragons-
He's talking about stones that look like dragon
Dragon
eggs.
cinder.
But they're ancient stone dragon eggs.
Damn it.
He Joxy tries to think for a second and
Is
tries
it easier
really, really
if we try to
hard.
talk to him in Draconic?
Wait, did you say I could
Yes.
roll with advantage?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you go roll.
It's better, 14.
Okay, 14. He's talking about dragon eggs. He's
Actual
talking about
dragons.
dragon eggs, but they're somehow mixed up with these stones as well.
So there's the elf stones with the dragon eggs, and there are evil stones, and the other tribe is trying to get those stones? Or maybe the
Yeah.
eggs.
So he stops for a second and then starts to speak Draconic, trying to figure it out. And his Draconic is a lot better. He's basically like, it's so hard to communicate in common. I'm trying to
I
explain
can
it.
speak
We
Draconic.
speak Draconic. I'm going to say in Draconic.
Oh!
Yeah, I'll say the same thing. It's like
His
I do
hands
as well.
drop and he like smiles and he says, "Yes."
I-
He like leans forward, but then like winces from the pain and kind of slinks
It's like,
back in.
Try not to move too much.
Try not to move.
We long ago, many generations
I will
ago,
translate this.
strong wing tasked by great dragon mother, Soon Queen. She princess, but she Soon Queen. She tasked us with protection. 10 eggs. We protect 10 eggs. Many generations we do, but gnolls and bad dragon kind come. So dragon kind means kobold, but in a weird slurry way.
Yeah, it's a slang
But they-
term.
Yeah, it's like a slang term.
Okay.
But they come, they ambush us. They try to kill Skellig, but he escape, and he bring us with him. But we have to abandon dragon eggs. We launch counterattack. We take our numbers and we go back to the cave. But the dragon eggs, they're gone. They take them.
No!
We follow them. We find out
Slightly
thief.
delayed.
Yeah. We find out thief in town. Take them away to big person cities. But not all stones are gone. Skillix say 3 dragon eggs left. Left in keep. We have to get them back.
Keep. What keep? Do you know the keep he was talking about?
He nods his the devil's cave.
Devil's Cave.
Oh,
Where he points at the stones where those come from.
I'm guessing Haunted
Devil's
Mansion.
cave.
yeah. I was like, they did say that the gnolls were taking living creatures back to caves, which is somewhat unusual for them. They don't usually take living things.
No.
They like carcasses.
Gnolls eat, they hungry all the time.
Yes,
But these gnolls, they call back. They call for the one that asks. The one that asks gets more gnolls every night. She calls and asks, and more show. More and more.
Is
She
that-
makes army. A big one.
is the asking the laughter?
It could be. I'm
She
also
says,
thinking that might be some sort of priestess of that human god we talked about.
Yep.
they take prisoners. The ones they do not eat, they sacrifice. They spill blood. They create strange ways, and they create demons.
This doesn't
Strong
sound good at
Do
all.
they? Now is this?
I shudder to
It's
think
evil.
what they're doing with those eggs.
Yeah, I was like that. So that cave that they took.
You mentioned the eggs, and he slams his fist down, but it hurts him. You see him like wince, but he's like, "We protect the eggs. Generations of kobolds protect eggs, and we lose them." He like sinks back in, and the two other kobolds kind of like all huddle together, and they're crying like, "We fail mission. One thing Strongwing do is protect eggs, and we can't."
Oh, I mean, and this is just Torrin talking, not for the whole group. But,
Yeah.
well, I promise you, I'm gonna do what I can to get those eggs back.
Yes.
The 3 that are
Yes.
here.
The 3.
I don't know what I could do to find the others, but at least those 3, because I don't want them in the hands of these people any more than you do.
When you roll a persuasion check with advantage,
Okay.
like big advantage. I'm gonna
Because
give
you are dragon.
Yeah. Get a big advantage. I'm gonna throw you a bone in this one because the kobolds.
13! Man, we're doing really good for how bad we are at
Three natural
everything.
20s earlier, and now I'm rolling shit.
The balance
shit
must
show
be
crew.
preserved. Okay, so
It's a 2 and then a 2, which is a total of 8.
the two kobolds begin to mutter things to Joxy. Joxy shakes his head and kind of like pushes them to the side and says, "No, you only hope now. We know that thiefling from town steal eggs. He helps them get eggs out to big cities where boats go. But 3 eggs left. We try to stop with ambush. We attack the town. Try to stop. Can't find them. We're too late. But 3 eggs remain. They're going to be moved soon. They're taking them to city with boats."
Clearly, we must get these eggs.
Well, I mean,
Where
I don't
is
know if
this
that makes a difference.
cave?
That's what I was talking about. I was
Yeah.
talking
And
about
then
helping
I
with the
will
3
raise
because I have
them.
no
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
what I could do for the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
7.
Yeah, but
They will need a
where's
loving
this?
home, a nest.
So
Do you
where's
know
the
where
cave?
where the cave is? Where this devil's keep is?
I can take you to Devil's Keep, but Skillick,
Is it Devil's Cave or Devil Keep?
he says it's Devil's Cave.
Okay.
But yeah, but it's not, it doesn't necessarily mean a title. It's just what they call it.
Okay.
Yeah. But Skellig, you need him. He has army. We have small group left. We can attack together.
Where's Skellig?
Skellig, he's prisoner in swamp. The gnolls have him. If they
Still in the swamp though.
Yes. We have to hurry. It's not long. Every night they call and more come. Soon, though, he uses a term, an archaic term, that means basically Saturday. It's like, Saturday, 2 nights from now, they do sacrifices. That's when the kobolds will be taken to Devil's Cave.
How long a journey is it from here?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
1 day. Camp is 1 day from here.
Oh no.
Okay, so we should probably rest here for the night.
That's at least enough time to get there and scout it out first.
Yeah, so I think it's a good chance.
I help you. He leans
no,
forward
no.
and the pain kind of like takes him down. He says, "No, my traps. I help you. Many traps. Captured so many skunks."
I mean, I could carry him.
These wounds not closing. I don't know if we should be carrying him around.
Skunks are very, very formidable creatures, though.
You guys are kind of in your little private huddle
Do we
right
know
now.
any like? Well, I guess he would maybe have to come with us because we don't know how to help him.
No.
Yeah.
And we
He
can't
should
exactly send
probably
him back
stay
to
or
town.
else he's gonna
think-
die, but skunks.
Do we think Skrillex might be able to help him?
I have no idea.
Skrillex is strong. He has magic. Can help see a wound. He motions towards this. This. Vizian. Vizian make me. He stabbed very strong.
Oh, this is from his
He's
sword.
sti-
It's from his
What
magic
if-
gooey
Stab.
sword.
What if
It's his gooey sword.
what if
Yeah.
we get Skrillex and bring him here?
The kobold shakes his head. No, because the Saturday, the sacrifices happen and more demons come. We stop them now. I just one kobold, but if we don't stop them, many demons instead.
Are you okay being carried?
He looks at us. You see, he's actually like very exhausted at this point. He says, wounds open, but me can walk, just not fight good.
No. We can transport you. We just need. I need you to save your strength and not die.
So I can,
if
we wrap him up, I can carry him like a backpack.
Yeah,
like a baby carrier.
Oh,
Wait, the kobolds huddle for a second. They say, Ka and Bro, like, we carry Joxy. He our friend.
Oh, now they're gonna die. I don't say that out loud, but
you're just like, the two of them like go to either side of him and then sort of kind of lift him up. And they kind of like get him sitting again, and they're like, "Yeah, see." And then Joxy's like, "Yes, very strong. This new invention, big kobold."
I was like, "All right,
Guys, Joxy is so smart.
time to get some sleep."
we are definitely resting tonight, so please rest.
Thank
We're
you.
not doing anything until the morning.
Yes,
Beware.
Get some sleep.
The night comes. The howls begin.
Yes.
Louder here, loudest in swamp, but echoes.
We'll be
Did
prepared
the
for
house
that.
have any effect on?
Us, or is it just really unpleasant?
It's really unpleasant.
But it doesn't have, like, a
yeah.
magical effect.
So you guys can like rest up. Let's so you guys are like taking off your armor, putting your stuff down
I'm
or whatever.
gonna take a
and
nap
then-
on the roof.
You guys will be allowed a long rest here.
Cat nap.
Unfortunately, when like the 7-8 o'clock rolls around again, that horrid
Fucking
laughter echoes so loud out here.
Is it like vibrating the house?
Yeah, you can hear Petey's like dishes going like. Oh, he provides you dinner, by the way. It's
Yeah.
like a porridge with cups of his raw apple whiskey.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He has water, but he has a lot of the whiskey.
So
I drink the
I
whiskey
imagine you
first.
just give it to
Yeah.
Pierogi. You're just like,
But the laughter occurs, and the laughter is violent. It's like shaking the place. But what's scarier is after the echoes of the laughter subside, you hear like smaller laughter coming from multiple places, kind of in response. This is. And they're like, basically hyena laughter just echoing all throughout the swamp. You kind of like Marzello is like out staring out like eastward, staring at the swamp, and he kind of shakes his head and says, "This isn't good, lads. There's a lot more than just even a day ago. A lot more."
They're really good at
More
laughing.
important for us to
Very
stop
strong.
them before Saturday.
Yes. You see Marzello packing up his things, and he kind of like gets his suit on. He says, "I have to go back to town to warn them. We've got to mount some sort of defense if the hyenas ever come. I'm sorry that I can't join you all, but I must be quick."
Wait,
Thank you for
you're
the
Yes.
gonna
assistance you have
get
done.
eaten out there.
I'll do the eating
Oh,
of berries and the like. I'm vegetarian.
that
He turns and says, "Good luck. I'll try to come back with some reinforcements if possible."
Good luck to you as well.
He rushes off, and you see like him kind of like he shape changes into like a wolf and like dashes off into the forest.
boring.
The night begins, so the night starts to wind down. You guys are very tired from your journey, and also like you guys gained a day in a way from like encountering with
Bamfing
Marzello.
through
Yeah,
with
bamfing,
Marzello,
all of that.
yeah. So, all right.
Gained
So
a
yeah,
day,
I'm
lost
gonna.
his stomach.
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna
we're-
set my bedroll up over kind of near the kobolds and just sleep in that
and
corner. I guess.
I'm going to ask Torin, do you mind standing up for a moment? I just need to.
Okay.
And I use him to climb up onto the
Oh.
rafters.
Yep.
I just add.
You as you're climbing up, you actually so you find a nice comfortable spot on the roof. Somehow Pahoki's up there too.
I was there first.
You guys kind of like nestle down a little bit, and your keen cat senses, however, spot a few things off in the jungle or in the swamp. You see a few specks of flickering light here and there. You see what signs could be like nearby encampments. Not super close, but enough that like the flickering firelight, with how dark it is, you can
And
easily
I have
see
the
it.
dark vision.
Exactly, you can kind of tell that there are some camps nearby. Unfortunately, while you're out there, you also kind of hear the distant murmurs, like the noise and laughter of like the hyenas, and their presence is known. Yeah. They've definitely taken over the swamp. You can say that much. Yeah. Did you want to do anything? So the two kobolds, the kobolds are all kind of like just sleeping around each other. They're small enough that they like pile together into one little group.
I'm just kind of setting up my bedroll like in front of where
All right.
they're bundled, and I'm just going to sit with Emil for a bit before I settle down.
Emil is agitated, fluttering a little bit.
Doesn't like it.
It doesn't like it, yeah.
Try and smooth out his feathers a little bit.
Emil communicates that its keen senses have picked up several packs of hyenas and hyena kin roaming about.
Believe me,
It's going to be
I
dangerous going into the swamp. It basically tells you, please, it's going to be very dangerous in the swamp.
I'm just basically like, buddy, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and bamf you out of any trouble if something happens.
I consume whiskey and stare out into the night to look upon the glittering lights that I can probably see because I have dark vision.
Yeah.
So you just
Probably
see glitter.
doesn't mean too much to me, but
Even you feel uneasy. Like, gnolls and their ravaging demon worship is kind of a corruption of the natural fae.
it's
So
clearly
you're just
not
like-
right, but the lights themselves.
Yeah, they're nice.
You're just like,
Ooh, pretty lights.
Honestly.
You know what?
Yeah. Is it sleep
I
time?
didn't want to give you guys another level right away, but I think I'm gonna do it because I think you guys have been. You guys did really well with like a lot of the social interactions, so I think it's really great. So you guys all ding, and then we're gonna start using
so
XP properly
How
afterwards.
many XP points are we at,
Oh,
technically?
so you guys are technically at I
We're
think
at level
600 or 900. I think is that level. I actually threw
It's
it.
every 300, right? So it'd be
I think it's something like that. Yeah, it's like every 300. Yeah, so right now you guys have 900 XP.
Oh, okay.
You actually gained like 217 from the encounter, I think, something like that, because I actually did the math.
Oh.
117. But then I wanted to give you guys some XP for like saving, for expending resources to save Joxy, figuring out, like, convincing Joxy and the kobolds to tell you that they protect dragon eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
For
like,
me.
actually producing, and the other thing is actually getting two of the abyssal stones. So 2 of those rocks are actually important to have.
Yeah, I think I rolled well on that perception check.
Yeah, so that was going to
I'm
be
just
almost.
surprised I was the one that's able to. I'm like, oh yay, because I have a little bit of a disadvantage at least with one of them with Ka.
I mostly
Yeah.
read. I mostly read
Ka's not a
stuff
fan of you, but he's eased up a bit.
He's easy. He's like,
Because
okay.
you were like standing next to him when like the fighting then.
When I tried to be like, it's okay, man, you got this.
Yeah, so he's eased up on you.
Yeah, he's
and,
like, okay.
like-
a little nervous.
Yeah, still nervous.
But he's just like, cat lady's scary.
Cat ladies. He bites
Okay,
with
so-
words.
Yeah, bird biting, yeah.
Do we do any hit point math with the level up?
Yeah, let's have you guys roll your hit points right now.
Okay, what die am I rolling?
I believe. Okay, you roll a d6.
Okay.
Roll a d6?
Yep, plus your con modifier.
Okay. Plus Constitution.
And then for a bard,
That would be 7.
and a bard rolls a d8. So you get a d8.
And a druid rolls a what?
A d8 as well.
Hang on, I gotta figure out which one that is.
What'd you get?
Okay, I think that this one's an 8.
Oh no, it's the that one.
It's,
That one?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
the
the
inside one,
diamond. Okay.
Yeah, the diamond.
Diamond.
I feel bad.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have the.
3, much better.
What did you roll, by the way?
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you still rolled above average.
I rolled a 4 plus
Yeah.
3, which is 7.
It's
so I had
definitely
7
the
plus
brain
6.
damage.
6.
He doesn't remember why.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. He doesn't know why he doesn't like me, but something about me is scary.
Yeah.
Taking the average plus 1? What?
What?
What are you
Wait.
talking about?
If they roll below the average, I'll let them re-roll. And if they keep rolling below the average, they just get the average.
I only rolled once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only roll one.
Yeah, so my health points are now up at 20.
Okay, so
Yours
it's
increased by
the
6?
D8 plus the
Constitution modifier.
con modifier. Okay, so that's 1.
Ah, so plus,
Also,
plus
for if you
6.
guys want to know, if your Constitution increases, the
28.
modifier increases, then you retroactively gain those hit points as well.
Oh,
Okay, so
nice.
8.
So you get 8? Oh, wow.
So 14 plus 8 is 22.
I'm also
Yes.
22.
Yes.
22.
I'm at 23.
23. Oh, wow. You guys almost have all the same hit points. Yeah.
Okay.
After level 5, we'll remove that protection.
Okay.
The what protection?
The average one. Yeah, because I want to see. There's gonna be some other stuff that I'm going to be offering, like things like if you guys are willing to sacrifice hit points for things.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Question,
Yeah.
Does anything else change? at
No,
level
Rex,
3?
it's like every
No,
2
right?
levels, your shit updates. Right now,
Oh.
it's just hit points, right?
I think you guys might gain additional spells.
I'm checking right
Yeah.
now. to
Okay,
see if
cool.
I do. If
Do you have
I
a
do-
plus
I'll let you
Okay.
guys look in the handbook.
Yeah, yeah. and then we'll sit down and figure out if you want
I
to
get
change
meta
your
magic.
Oh, that's right. You actually get real meta
And
magic
I get
now.
an extra sorcery point, so I now have 3 sorcery points.
Yes, there we go. Let's see what you get as a bard, as a
Yeah.
snapshot. Oh, you get to choose your college finally.
Oh,
So that's like your specialization.
cool.
You also gain more spells. Oh, and you guys gain second level spells.
Okay, so.
So there's actually a lot. So we'll sit down
wow,
sometime.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're do that on our own. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do that on our
Okay,
own time.
but we're on level. We're level 2.
second
So
level
how many
spells.
magic slots do I have now?
So you can now cast 4 first level spells and 2 second level spells.
So I can do 4 and 2.
Yeah.
Second level spells. Yeah,
Yes.
and 1 more first level spell. Cool.
There we go.
Alright.
Cool.
Meta magic is fun.
Wait a minute. I've already
With your
had
college, you also get crippling debt.
Yeah. That's your new skill.
my new skill.
Crippling
Debt
debt.
till I die.
Oh, I gain 2 meta magic options.
Wait.
Yes.
Hold on.
No, so you can. So you can unlimitedly cast cantrips, level 0 spells.
Yeah.
You can cast.
No. It was.
Oh.
I had last time. We had me at 5. Oh no, casting. Never mind. That's knowledge.
You know a certain amount of spells.
Yeah, I don't know if my
already-
knowledge has
I
increased.
already know I'm taking careful spell because I have so many area of effect spells.
Yeah, that you
want to
be. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So-
So do I have any? Am I able to learn any more spells?
Yes, you gain 1 additional spell.
Okay.
So-
level 1 or level 2 or either.
So either actually, but I would recommend getting a second level spell.
Okay,
if,
so I
if
can-
you find a good one.
Okay, so I can learn 1 more spell. I can cast 4 1s and 2 2s.
Yep, two second level spells.
Okay, cool.
And the other thing too is that you can cast first level spells at higher level for extra effects.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of mine have that. Okay,
Exactly.
Cool.
So yeah, so we'll sit down sometime and we'll kind of go over all of this in more detail.
Okay.
Also, you need to tell me what your instruments are because somehow you're carrying 3 instruments on you.
I just, jeez.
It's weird, I know.
I was like, get harmonicas. Just 3.
Flutes.
Just pull out a fucking banjo.
Yeah, just like
ding,
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 ding.
ding. No, because like I like
the other
the
thing
idea
is-
of carrying a sitar and hitting people with it.
So here's another option I want to offer you. Since you're not necessarily a singing bard, you're like an inspirational bard. You can also have scrolls, like tomes of like storybooks,
Yeah.
instead of instruments if you want.
Well, and-
Spot run.
Kalimba. Yeah, it's true. Kalimba, they're little.
Yeah. A tabaxi bard.
Yep, 1 tabaxi band. Yeah, right. I can play 1 instrument with each of my limbs and 1 with my tail.
I think about that a lot. I'm like, oh, I wish I had a tail. A prehensile tail, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it because mostly she does storytelling, but also it's a lot of verbal knowledge. She
Yeah,
memorizes
exactly.
all of
Yes,
these
that's
stories.
true.
Like
So-
she does write things down, but usually it's like her experiences she writes down.
Yeah, okay.
But stories, she has all.
Oh
Memorized.
yeah, all
she
in her
tells,
brain home. Yeah,
because it's
so
an
then
oral
maybe,
tradition that
so
she's
then
from.
yeah, if you want to forego your instruments, you would just keep that knowledge in your head.
Yeah, because I'm like, she knows how to play instruments. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
she'll have, like, a flute.
Yeah,
or-
I'm sure she'll have something, you know, because
Yeah, like, good, but, yeah, I'd like it either to be something easy to travel with or something that could double as a bludgeoning tool.
yes, I like this.
Okay, I just read through all these. Unless I change my mind, I'm gonna take careful spell for sure,
Okay,
and then I think the other one I'm gonna do is distant spell.
perfect.
Uh,
Increase the
Which
range.
means I can increase the range, and if mostly I'm doing this because I want Shocking Grasp to not be only touch.
Yeah.
So
Want to give
it
us some
doesn't do
distance?
a ton of damage, but if I spend a point, I can make it. I
Oratory
can make the
bars
range
tend
of it
to
up
inspire
30
with
feet.
soliloquies.
Soliloquies.
Well, I'm very good at talking.
Okay. I'm
Maybe
gonna
a
have
little-
to figure out my slots later.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
figure it out later,
So
though.
yeah, it's gonna be just for you specifically. It's also just
Yeah,
spells.
I think
Yeah,
it's just
and
slots
we'll
and
do what
that.
we did last
A
time is
bear or two
sometime in the evening when I'm home from work.
Yeah, we'll sit
chat.
down and then we'll chat
It'll
about
be
what
good.
your magics is.
Because, unlike everybody else, I work in healthcare, so I don't get to be quarantined.
You are critical services.
You're critical services, but don't
Yes.
worry. That means that we're all gonna get coronavirus, though.
Yeah, that means
Yeah,
if I get
it's
exposed,
going to
y'all are
happen.
getting it.
To answer Adam, careful spell means that if I do an area of effect spell, I can pick creatures to not be affected by it.
Yes.
Which means that if I want to lightning breath, but one of my allies is in the way, I can choose that they don't get hit by it.
So
Not
lightning,
lightning
not
breath,
yeah,
thunder
your
wave is
spells,
more
yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah.
but like
a rain, like a spread attack.
So most of mine are area effect attacks. So if I do those and you guys are in the way, I can basically spend a sorcerer point to make sure you don't get hit.
Gotcha.
Because
otherwise,
I got you.
You're the
Otherwise
team
you
killing
have to take
fucktard.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm
Otherwise,
the team
done.
killing fucktard. Yeah, just fucking. That's right.
I'm the asshole.
Actually, what's nice is that it is your charisma. So what is your charisma? What's the modifier on it?
My charisma modifier is +4.
Okay, so you can choose 4
I
targets.
can choose up to 4 targets.
Yeah, that's right.
I do love that. I'm a bard and you have higher charisma.
Charisma is my spell modifier, so I was like, I'm putting everything in charisma.
Gotcha.
I'm a sorcerer, it's all I got.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any healing or like anything like that, so I'm just like,
I'm
putting
like
everything into
and I put almost everything into like investigation and knowledge.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was like, I'm literally just a walking trove of information. It doesn't mean it's useful or helpful. But I do have it, and also, well, I haven't been put in a situation where I've been interested in stealing anybody's information yet, so maybe when we get to a bigger city, there might be some
Once we get to more, like, urban environments, I feel like you'll have more opportunities for that. I'm also going to assume that you're going to become a bard of the lore of college. The college of lore.
Okay, I'm like, I don't even know what
Real
college
quick, I'm
is.
just going to say, I love y'all. I have to pee so bad.
Oh, yeah, bathroom time. All right. Thank you all for joining us. That's our D&D session. We're doing this every other week. And then, as a preview, Maya and I might do something else in the meantime, but we'll see. We'll see.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, that's right.
Secret.
Yeah. That's in the... That actually might be a better choice for you, honestly.
I started drawing the
college.
Hookie's family.
Aw, that's cute. They all look like marshmallows. And is that an upside down face?
No, but it's whatever you see.
Oh, I was gonna be like, that looks like an anime manly face, but just upside down with legs.
Else.
Oh no, I see it now.
But again, thank you all for joining us. We are heading out.
Us.
So,
I'm gonna sew more masks.
Yep, getting back to arts and crafts.
I gotta pee.
Because we have none at work and we need to be protected.
Pee water.
All right. See you guys. Take care.
See ya!